Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our one-shots, our final one-shot before the campaign comes back next week, so everyone's happy. I'm happy, I'm excited.
Woo!
I am back in the Dungeon Master chair. Last week Sam was sitting in this chair, he kept it warm for me. Well, we did his amazing Fate one-shot, which I had a blast at, so we'll probably be running more Fate one-shots on this channel, because I love it so much. We also have Muse back with us this week, after he vanished into the Bermuda Triangle.
Wrong side of the map, but
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I was on an island country, so you are somewhat correct. Yes.
I'm close. And joining us as a guest this week to fill in the void that Kate has left in our hearts, we have Delaney.
Rose, but yeah.
Yep. I'm just saying what popped up on Google Hangouts. Now I feel bad. I'm gonna pull a belt out and kill myself. Anyway, so
Damn.
With the belt?
anyways, so
He's gonna whip himself to death.
Yeah.
What takes so long?
No, I was gonna say something that was probably gonna
He'll get there eventually.
offend some people out there.
I feel so bad.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah, I almost pulled
Just
that
go
out.
with it.
Anyway, speaking of that, this is our evil one-shot. Gotta run an evil one-shot. I've never run a game for evil characters, so I wanted to see how that'll go. And most of the times, the people in my groups play morally ambiguous characters anyways, unless they're Gundar. And this week we're doing a little special one-shot called the Peacock Court, which is a sort of a spin on the Court of Owls with its name. And it is I'd say it's loosely inspired by the Dark Brotherhood quest lines and assassin group from the Elder Scrolls games. So, no announcements. I have nothing to say, other than the campaign starts next week. We'll back up again next week.
Woo.
With a guest character who will hopefully die, because I need to kill some guest characters, because I don't feel bad about that. Alright. Without further ado, let's go, everyone. An order is housed deep in the Underdark known as... already flubbed. In the Underdark known as the Peacock Court. And it is an order of spellcasters who rise up from the depths of the Underdark to fulfill the dark contracts they've been given, whether it be murder or murder. The most notable and best-paying contract has graced the doorsteps of your headquarters deep in Menzo Baranzen. You must reach the surface and enter the city of Sile's Forge, the Golden City, a city known for its reputation of being built out of pure gold. Sneak into the city's palace and assassinate King Reginald Woodforge. Thankfully, transportation is easy down here in the headquarters for the Peacock Court. Every member of the Order has the ability to travel via the teleportation circles deep in the mansion you all dwell inside. These portals lead to various realms in the multiverse: Greyhawk, Dragonlance, Eberron, Dark Sun. Whatever you want, you name it, you can go there. The rules of the contract are simple. No witnesses, and the king's head must be shown as proof. If captured, you must ensure the Peacock Court remains a secret from those that would seek to harm us. You have each been given a brand burned into your flesh the day you joined our order. If you're captured, simply touch the brand, mutter your name, and the brand will cause an explosion. Of course, you'll die, but those around you will be snuffed out as well. You've each been given a single spell scroll to allow for one single teleportation back to our headquarters. Anyone who does not return will be given up for dead and purged from all of our records, and you will cease to exist. The teleportation scroll is centered on the one who uses it, so take that as you will. And before we begin, I'm going to go around with the group and they're going to tell us who they're playing and what they're playing. So first off, in order of my little recording overlay, Muse, who are you playing today?
Oh damn, I'm leading. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I am playing the magical hobgoblin Algo Beog, or for short, Algo. Standing about 5 foot tall, with a bit of a snub nose, pointy ears, long black ponytail as one would expect. Hair a bit notched because it looked like he once had a top knot that was kind of cut off forcefully.
Oh shit.
He is dressed in a black mage's coat, as one would expect with this kind of line of work. However, the sleeves seem to be cut away to allow for movement, while studded leather comes out from underneath the sleeves. And he has a rapier hanging out his side.
Sounds delicious. And we're going to go to my right to Rose.
So I'm playing Harmony. She's a tiefling wizard. Very, just like imagine the most like witchy character, like total witch hat and just black robes, just a gnarly wooden quarterstaff, and not much else is visible about her except maybe she's got some bones just kind of off her belt. It's pretty lit.
She is clearly a technomancer.
Yeah.
And
Tech priest.
going down below to the handsome member of our troop, Samuel.
So I am playing Gideon, the Azamar Warlock, Hexblade Warlock. So he stands at about, because Azamar are really tall, like 6'5", with just like very angular features and like a short kind of like dad beard. And he has like long, stringy, platinum blonde hair. All of his hair is like platinum blonde. That's kind of just pulled messily back out of the way, and his irises are very noticeable because they're so pale they nearly blend in with the whites of his eyes, but they're just like just enough of an outline there to notice them.
Delicious. And the three of you find yourselves standing in the dining hall of the Peacock Court. It's a large, the mansion is a giant building made into the walls and the surrounding caves and tunnels of the Underdark. And it's full of multiple spellcasters of various powers, so not many people or denizens of the Underdark tend to sneak in here because they'd be obliterated pretty quickly and destroyed. So generally, you guys are pretty safe, and plus you're deep in Menzo Baranzan. Shout out to the coolest city. And you guys are currently in the dining hall. It's empty now because dinner has just finished. People are filing out of the room, getting their various contracts. And the three of you are just getting up from your table, you guys have known each other. You've seen each other passing in the halls of the mansion, but this is the first contract you guys have been given to work together. And the three of you are standing up from the table and making your way towards the portal room.
If only I had thermal vision, I could look out to the giant pillar in the center of town and tell what time it is.
Alright, so we're all meeting for the first time, picking up our thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I'm wearing like a long leather coat with a breastplate gleaming from underneath, a big scarf, and a backpack, and I'm just like pretty much just clanking with just so much stuff.
Excellent.
Just all over me.
Before we
Not-
proceed... Oh, yeah, you're Warlock, never mind.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if you had a spellcasting focus, but never mind.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you guys have met in the dining hall for the first time. You guys are standing around. Like I said, you guys have seen each other in passing glances, so you know who each other are. You just have never really been acquainted because generally the contracts are either solo contracts, and the group contracts are generally never given out, and if they are paid for pretty handsomely.
Okay.
So you're standing basically by the stairs that lead up to the portal room, and that's where we'll begin.
Go is normally, he's pretty used to working with people, since he used to be a member of the Hobgoblin army. So he just kind of glances at the other two and just kind of rests his hands on the side and kind of forms a little bit of a graceful, polite bow, before speaking in a very deep, brutish voice. Oh, so who are you two?
Ladies first.
Oh. So she'll curtsy back, as apparently we're starting out very formal, so she'll curtsy back and just, my name is Harmony.
That doesn't sound like a very fitting name for somebody in our line of work.
Well, I have my surprises.
It's always the quiet ones you have to worry about.
Fair
Not
enough.
turning my back to you for sure. End up with a knife in it before the night's ended. And so, does anybody actually know how much we're getting paid for? Oh, wait, the ASMR.
Hello. Yes, I have a name. It's Gideon, in case you were wondering.
It was, yes.
And yours?
Oh, right. 2214. Oh, wait, no, I'm out of prison now. My name's Alco Bayog. You can call me Alco.
Alco. I'll remember that.
Fantastic.
So anybody ever killed a king before?
Why
Can't
do you
say
think
that
I was
I
in
have.
prison? Granted, he wasn't like an actual king, he just called himself a king, and I was annoyed.
So you got caught.
Does killing somebody blatantly in public count as caught?
For the purposes of the fact that I'm going to be with you, yes.
I promise I am not really an assassin. I'm a mage. We don't really do quiet. But
Great.
I
I don't really
promise I'm good at distractions.
Oh dear.
Loud distractions. Filled with explosions and death.
Well, I reach into the inside of my long coat and I pull out basically a very well-oiled, polished, sharpened woodsman's axe. I say, well, this here's my weapon of choice, so you can get the idea of the kind of work that I'm used to, and slip it back into a loop in there.
Oh god, so none of us are assassins. Why are we? Never mind. He turns to Harmony. And
She might be.
what do you do?
I'm very well acquainted with the dead, one might say.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yes.
Well, this is going to be a party. While we're
So
making
it begins.
introductions, I make a little motion on my shoulder as if I'm petting something, and then a little red imp materializes on my shoulder, becomes visible.
Jesus, they say I'm ugly.
This here is Kazaril, and that's not very polite.
Also, who's
It's very
Jesus?
adorable.
He can make himself more adorable, and I'll snap my fingers, and he'll transition into being a raven.
Oh, I love him.
And as the three of you are sitting
What?
there talking, this gnarled looking old man with his he has no eyes. He just keeps the empty sockets shown, and he just hobbles over to the three of you and goes, "Huh? Ugh. Are you guys gonna go take your contract?"
We're
Of
taking our time, my
course.
friend.
I mean, the king's not going to kill himself after all.
True.
Well, if he
Yeah,
does, it would
plenty
make it
of
easier
time.
for us.
Yeah.
Yes, it would, but it's never that easy.
But you
Okay.
never want to rush regicide.
So just keep in mind, the city's called Sile's Forge, made of gold.
Do they still accept gold as currency if you could just peel it off the walls?
I don't think so. I think they use weird paper money.
Paper? What sort of backwards economy is that?
Right?
The kind that's going to be getting pieces chiseled off their walls while we're there.
For sure. I'm not the only one
Smart.
I was thinking of it.
And he's just remember, they have a policy there. Anyone caught in the castle, it's not permitted. It gets taken to the executioner's block.
Oh wow, so it's not even prison.
So
No.
don't get caught, is what you're saying.
Well, you can just you might have to fight your way out. I'm just saying.
So what you're saying is the contract doesn't say we don't have to be caught.
Sure. And the reward
this is
is pretty
good.
good. The reward is 2,000 gold pieces each.
Ooh.
Plus what we tear off the walls.
Yeah, whatever you steal too. You can do that.
Oh, this is
And
good.
he hobbles away, and you see other members heading up the staircase to the portal room, and you hear them entering the portals. It makes the sound you'd expect from the fireplaces in Harry Potter is the best way I can describe it. The flute
Never
guy.
seen Harry Potter.
Okay. It makes like a sound, like a flames like erupting.
Okay.
Well, we're not getting any younger.
Yeah, I forgot to ask how many spells do I get started with, because a wizard learns their spells, he doesn't gain them by level, so I'm just going based
yeah.
off of other classes.
Well, you know, wizards get them by level.
Yeah.
You get 2 per level.
Yeah, you get 2 per
Is it?
level. Yeah. You can learn more, but you just get 2 per level.
Okay, fantastic. 6 for free.
Yep. So what?
6 for free and 3 starting cantrips.
What y'all want to do?
Well, we still gotta go pick up the. Oh wait, I wasn't sure if that was the guy talking or not.
No, that was me talking in a terrible voice for some reason.
Oh.
Well, let's get going.
Yeah, I was about to say, who wants to take charge of this group? Algo's a soldier, not a commander.
I suppose I might be the oldest, so we'll call that
Right.
experience.
All right, so the 3 of you head up the stairs, and you find yourself standing in a room that is a circular room, and it's just coated in stained glass windows. And
Okay.
around the room is just various teleportation circles. And you hear people uttering the names of the places they wish to go to, and they step into the circles and they vanish. We see a gnome wearing a large trench coat, bandoliers all over him. He's wearing like goggles. He's got like 2 pistols strapped to his side. And he walks
He looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Walks into one of the portals and just goes, Chult, and he vanishes.
All right.
I actually don't remember what the name of the place we gotta go is. It's like something forge.
Yes,
Siles
something forge.
Siles Forge.
Siles Forge.
Silas Forge. Silas
Turns out there's a place in the Underdark called something forge. It just teleports. Oh god.
Right into the lair of a beholder.
Or the
Oh.
Demogorgon. Let's continue.
Right into the Demogorgon's mouth. We just say Demogorgon accidentally.
But yeah, you're seeing people like saying the names of places, and they're as they step into the circle and they get taken somewhere. And you hear a guy go, "Man, just be sure to enunciate what you say. Last week we had a guy not speak clearly, and his upper half teleported, and his left half got, left behind."
Oh, really?
And you guys have used these
Brutal.
portals before, so you know that. But you still, some part of you would probably still worry that you're not enunciating properly. So people are very
I
keen
got an
on
idea.
doing it.
I'm gonna wait till somebody steps in it, and I'm gonna cough really loud just as they say something.
All right, so this half elf male who's kind of chubby a little bit, and he's wearing like a lot of heavy furs because he's preparing to go somewhere. And he's gonna be going to the homebrew continent that I made called Dragon's Beard, which is perpetually like snow apocalypse. And he's getting all bundled up.
Canada.
And yeah, where I live. And he's getting all bundled up like, "Oh, I'm so
Me
excited!"
too, babe.
And he runs over to the portal and goes, "Dragon's Beard!"
But just as he says dragons, Algo Bayar coughs loudly, like just like awful coughing sounds.
And he vanishes, and you have no idea what happened, where he went.
Oh, I was hoping I could mess up what he was saying. He would just say something and like stutter,
He just
and then get poof.
He appears in a dragon's mouth.
Eh.
All right.
All right. Yeah, I guess.
All right, let's get started.
Have we received our contract yet?
Yeah. You guys got it at the dinner. With the whole reading thing I did at the intro is basically what the contract said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
So yes,
right.
you each have a copy of the contract.
Great.
Probably not a good thing to just keep on us while we're there trying to assassinate him in case we're searched.
I'll go ahead and just like. Is there like a trash can looking thing around here? They're evil. I don't know if they have trash cans.
It's just spell circles, like teleportation circles, and bookcases in these windows. And I'd say like that's what you see.
Okay, so I light mine on fire and toss it in there because that's kind of better than
Okay. Yep.
carrying it around.
Yeah, I'll light mine on yours.
Yeah. It's just like he holds it out towards Harmony too before it catches his fingers. It's like, please quickly.
She'll
Cool.
let hers on fire.
So you burn all your contracts. Interesting.
We're
and-
free. Let's go.
All right.
Turns out we can't actually get anything now.
Oh yeah, just redeem it with your contract.
Who's this crazy guy you've killed? Oh no.
They have copies of the. You're fine.
Okay.
So
We've probably been doing this for a while and know
Yeah,
like
you
what
guys are like
doesn't
fifth.
work.
They basically recruit first level spellcasters right away, like out of the gate. So anyone who's not is pretty much experienced doing this. I'd say you guys have been doing this for like 8 months or so, almost a year.
Like I
Anyways,
said, probably been doing it for at least I probably work part time, so I probably like have to extend that time to like a few years on and off.
all right. So yeah, so you guys are like basically preparing to go through. You guys can go through each. You can go through your own teleportation circle and just name style swords. You don't have to go through the same one because, like I said, the teleportation circles. There's like 15 of them, and people are just constantly walking into them and just saying different names, and they're going to those places.
All right. I'll walk into one and say, Sile's Forge.
Please don't sue me, Harry Potter.
Good God. I'll step in and just Sile's Forge.
Okay.
Guess Harmony will follow suit. Step in. Sile's Forge.
All right. You three of you feel
Sile's
yourselves.
at you.
Also pulling from the Harry Potter books, you feel yourselves getting pulled through like time and space by like a hook. It feels like you're being hooked somewhere and pulled through, and you guys are passing like recognizable like locations. It's almost like you're moving through the Speed Force from the Flash, and you can see various like locations. Like you see the jungles of Chult in like one flash, and then you see like Ravenloft in one flash. You see Dark Sun. You see Eberron. You see all these places, and then with a pop, the three of you are standing in the courtyard right in front of the castle of the Silas Forge Keep. And there's guards milling about, and you notice that even the guards and the knights and everyone in the city that is like official like city guard and king's guard and the night guard are all wearing golden armor.
That seems awfully heavy and like a really bad idea.
And the streets are not made of gold, but the streets are cobblestone that appear to be painted gold.
Looking around, do I see anyone? Do I see any citizens that are not like guards in some capacity?
You see, there's a stall nearby selling like produce, and there's a man behind the counter. It's a human male. He's got like the Dick Van Dyke facial hair, like He's got like a curled mustache, like a pointed goatee. I think it's called a Van Dyke, not a Dick Van Dyke. But he's got a curled mustache and a pointed like little goatee down. He's got slicked back, black hair. And he's wearing like really like regal silken garments, and he's selling produce.
All right. I just is there like a tree or something around where I can just step out of sight for a second?
No trees in the city. It's all just gold. Everything is gold. Like I'd say there is a tree, but it's just a tree that's made out of gold. Not even a real like tree. It's just gold.
I'm not going to obstruct vision for a second. I just walk behind it and pass a hand over myself and use Mask of Many Faces so that all of my adventuring equipment and everything vanishes and I'm just wearing silk finery in the same style as I see in the city. When I come back around, also my pupils look human and I just have like humans up my features a little bit.
Okay.
Did you just use Disguise Self?
Yeah.
Is that what that was?
But I can do it at will.
Following suit, but obviously not at will.
Warlock. I only get 2 spells otherwise.
Yeah, I know. It's good. I'm going to go ahead. I can recover mine. It's fine. I go ahead and step behind a tree, and I'm just... I'm going to go ahead and do the same and kind of like re-ups my stuff. He's not a goblin, so he's not short, so he just kind of makes himself look kind of elfish. We're in the Underdark still, aren't we?
No. You're like above ground. You're in like a place I made up. It's like on a continent somewhere.
Since he already has like pointy ears and stuff, he just makes himself kind of a little more handsome, a little thinner, a little lither, and makes himself look more like a high elf.
Okay.
Or wood elf would be more his height.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that spell. She just takes the bones off of her belt and just puts them into her robe to hide them.
Okay.
And she's like, let's go.
Suspicion has been hidden.
And you guys, as you guys are like doing your stuff, this like horse-drawn carriage goes by, and you see these two like very pompous people inside bickering about what tea tastes better. And one of them leans out and goes, looks at Harmony's outfit and just goes, "Ugh, despicable," as the carriage just pulls away.
Harmony, like gives her.
Hey, because of our job, can we all know Thieves' Cant?
Sure.
Okay.
Lit.
I'm gonna see. Are there any homeless sitting around? Any beggars or anything of that nature?
Yeah, you see this like in an alley. They generally try to like keep the homeless people out of sight because the city is built on it's gold. They want to keep that reputation. They want to keep that image.
Right.
But in the distance, you do see a small, I'd say like a street urchin, like a child, basically like cowering in an alley. Even the alley looks like it's regal. It's like almost like this kid snuck into this like rich district, and he's trying to like take money from people. Like, hey, hello, I'm hungry. Can you help?
I'm gonna walk up to him and kind of step up to him and hold out a piece of gold and whisper in thieves' cant, "Can you understand me?"
He nods.
I nod back. Can you take us to? Do you know where the Thieves Guild is in this town? Because there's no way a town this rich doesn't have one.
He scratches his head and he says, "It'll cost you."
He like waves the gold piece in front of his face that he's been holding out.
They don't use gold.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Can I observe? Can I watch that? You said there was a merchant at a stall,
Yeah, the
right?
produce stall.
I'm gonna walk over in that direction so I can see. I just want to observe an exchange of money. Like I want to observe like one transaction or two, one or two.
Okay. So you stand there, and it's a pretty busy stall. It's the only stall in the vicinity, and he's selling like various produce, like tropical fruits and stuff that he gathers around. And he sells this. He sells. He pick, so you see this. You see this. Shit, I can't think of the word right now. You see a Triton. Thank you, myself. You see a Triton who's decked out in like naval and like a naval uniform, like a long tail. He's got like the buccaneer coat. Look like a pirate's hat with feathers sticking out of it.
Cough cough plug. Cough cough.
Not really. And he is like, yeah, take one of them durians. And the guy behind the counter is like, all right. And he hands a durian to the Triton. The Triton hands him what appears to be 5 of these like yellow bills, paper bills. And he takes them and shoves them in his pocket, and the Triton just saunters off with this durian.
All right, can I get a good look at the bills while I'm watching this?
They look like standard paper like bills, but they're yellow, like pretty yellowed, like yellowed parchment paper almost is what they look like. And it's covered in like various like symbols. The symbols appear to be a type of script you don't recognize. And there's an image in the middle. It's a square, and then inside the image appears to be the king you guys are meant to kill.
All right. I'm going to walk over towards the urchin now, and as I walk over, behind my back, I use a minor illusion to create a wad of bills in my hand.
Okay.
Fold it up in like a money clip.
Okay.
Oh yeah, lack of conscience.
And then, just holding it in my hand, I'll say, was there a problem over here?
Yeah, your friend's trying to coerce some information out of me, but he can't afford it. He can't pay me.
Well, I just am just obviously holding this wad of cash. I'm like, how about this?
His eyes, his eyes open like as wide as possible. He's like, he snatches him from me. He's like, all right.
I'm gonna like snatch my hand back.
Okay, and he clearly misses because he's like a little kid. And he's like, all right, fine.
On delivery.
Fine.
You can have this when you take us there.
He's like, all right, follow me, and he starts like quickly like walking down this alley.
I just realized we probably could have bribed this kid with food all the same.
I don't have any on me.
Neither do I.
I have rations.
Oh well,
kids love rations.
It's food. He's starving.
It's a starving child.
But yeah, he.
Haven't you ever heard? Beggars can't be choosers.
But yeah, he starts like, sort of like speed walking, power walking down this alley.
All right.
Follow after. Probably not hard.
Of course.
Probably a normal walk for us.
I'd say you guys have clearly walked down alleys across the multiverse because you guys are multiverse travelers here in this one shot.
Planeswalkers.
And you've seen your fair share of alleys. This one is unlike any alley you've ever seen. It's clean, it's pristine. The buildings are made of gold. And the people in the alley, you'd expect, beggars and everything. But the only person you see of low status is this urchin, and people are giving him like sideways glances and like covering their mouths and noses almost like he smells. But you guys don't notice a smell on him because, these people are awful and they're just judgmental assholes.
Got it.
And yeah, even the people living in the alley appear to be wealthier than anyone you've seen in your travels. And eventually you guys come to this this sort of like a fork in the alley, and you see the back end of like a tavern. There's like wine barrels everywhere, and and the wine barrels appear to be covering a trap door, and he looks around to make sure no one is watching, and he moves one of the barrels, and he taps the lock in a very like distinct pattern, like a da-da-da-da-da-da, and it opens up and reveals a staircase descending down, lit by blue lanterns. He's like, okay, it's down there. Money.
Great. Children probably only have like 1 HP, right?
Oh god.
I'm not gonna murder it, but
Yet.
I might use the pommel of my rapier and knock him out right quick.
All right. Yeah. Roll to see if that hits, because yeah, he's a child. He has like 4 AC.
We're like 10, like the minimum, but
You know what? I'm gonna say he's got.
I'm
gonna say he's a child. I'm gonna say he's got like 5 armor class. Just for the sake of this, roll me some damage.
Well, it's non-lethal.
I know.
Like
but
you
roll me
can.
some damage anyway. Yeah, cool.
It's 3.
So you like whack him in the back of the head with your rapier, and he just slumps down on the ground in the alleyway.
Well, like before he slumps down, he just kind of like grabs him and just like gently lowers him and just like puts him there, and then he's gonna hide like some food in his pocket.
Okay.
And glances at the other 2 to see if they have any objections to what he just did.
I can't tell if you're a bastard or a nice person for that. I'm not sure what to think.
If they just found out that kid let us see, we got him.
I mean, I don't have any
Well-
problem with it. I toss the imaginary money onto him, and it just fizzles into nothingness before it even lands.
And yeah, he's just like leaning. I'll say you like leaned him up against like one of the barrels, the wine barrels, and he's like passed out.
I put him behind the wide barrel.
Okay.
The barrel. Rich people are weird,
Yeah.
and I don't want to leave a kid just like sitting here.
Okay.
like,
so you like shove
out
him
in the open.
You shove him like behind the barrels and like hide him back there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So he's pretty hidden from sight. No one will see him unless they're like literally like looking for something. And yeah, the
Lawful evil.
the trapdoor is open, and the down into the staircase appears like it goes like a good 15 feet down, and you see that it is like I said, lit by blue lanterns.
All right. Did they look attached to the wall?
Yeah, they are. And I
Okay.
didn't mention this. The city looks very industrial. Like you did notice that the carriages were pulled by horses, but you also noticed that there was like smoke billowing from certain buildings too. Almost like this isn't pure like medieval fantasy. It almost might be.
Dishonored style technology.
Yes. Thank you. But yeah.
Dig it.
All right.
I'm cultured.
After you two.
Okay. I'll take the lead then.
Alright.
Before I go down, I'm gonna have my familiar in Raven form fly up to like a nearby awning or rooftop or something where you can look down at the trapdoor
Okay.
and just wait there for me,
Okay.
keeping an eye out of the alleyway.
And as all three of you like walking down now?
Yeah, and then I'll follow down. I'll close the trapdoor behind us.
Okay. So the door closes.
Just in case we try to get jumped, I'm gonna kind of prepare an action.
All right. What are you gonna prepare?
Shocking grasp.
Sounds good. So yeah, 3 of you are in this hallway, and as you pass each lantern, the lanterns grow a bit brighter, illuminating the hallway, so you can actually see now. And it's just a long hallway, and at the very end of this hallway, there is a large iron gated door, and in the middle of the door it appears to be a large rat's head made of steel.
Okay.
How welcoming.
I mean, it's not gold, so that's a nice break from an eyesore.
That's true.
Yes.
I never thought I'd actually be sickened by the sight of gold.
And so after
I
few,
guess I'll knock.
All right. Clong, clong, clong. And you hear a sort of raspy voice from behind the door. You can't see behind the door somehow, but you hear a raspy voice and it says, "Yes."
We're members of the Peacock Court. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So we're members of the Peacock Court. We figured we'd stop by and talk to your leader, make sure the hit we're about to do isn't going to get interfered with. A little bit of respect, a little bit of information sharing.
Never heard of you.
Right, I figured not. But that's why we're here. We're just a minor gang. Nothing big.
The gang. He opens the door, and you see an albino rat folk.
Oh, I didn't have to do a deception roll?
No,
okay.
He just opens the door to look you guys over. You see an albino rat folk. Blood red eyes. He's wearing a tattered brown leather hood, a brown garb. And adorned on his bandolier around his waist, you see various daggers, throwing daggers pushed through, and the blades are an ebony black, and they're tipped green, and almost like the green, fluid that they're dipped in appears to be fluorescent almost. And he just sort of
I'm pretty sure we can recognize that as poison.
Yeah. And he just looks at you and goes, "Never heard of you. What do you guys want in the city? What do you want down here? How'd you get down here anyway? Only members can open the door."
The pigeon's head is rather resourceful.
Peacock.
No, I changed it on purpose. Or does she actually correct him under her voice?
She actually corrects him.
Well,
She's he just kind of looks at her and says, "Shh."
He's like, "So, what do you mean contract?"
Well, we got hired by one of these rich floozies, just to do a small hit on one of the, I guess you could say one of the maids in the castle. Apparently, she caught her husband sleeping with him. And we were gonna go ahead and offer. Issue is, maid doesn't leave the castle much, and we heard the man was using a secret entrance. We figured you might know where that is.
He just sort of looks at you and cocks his head. He's like, "Well, that doesn't make sense. The king is into men."
Huh? The king is into men?
Yeah. He's into men.
So why wouldn't he have female maids though?
Just saying he's into men.
No,
Yeah, that's fine. The king was the one who slept with the maid. It was the rich floozie's husband.
Yeah. I get it.
Hey, do you think the guy actually slept with the king?
Maybe. He's been known to sleep with the people. He's kind of a what's the term? Promiscuous.
Would you be offended if he died?
No, we hate him.
Great.
He
Will
doesn't
you
let
help
us-
us get into the castle?
He doesn't let me and my kind above ground because we're, this.
He drops his alter self. Yeah, I know the feeling.
Ugh!
Yeah, I know, right? I do that every time I look in the mirror. Now, so that said, can you get us into the castle?
I mean, I could, but unfortunately, nobody else here yeah, I could for a price, though. Everything's for a price here.
How much are we getting paid again?
You guys
We're getting paid in. We're
gold.
essentially getting paid in building materials. So
You guys are getting paid 2,000 gold each, and the city uses paper money.
We're not from here, so
I can clearly tell that.
right, yeah. You don't exactly see my kind walking around.
No.
how about this? You clearly dislike the king, yes, and the royalty and all of these
A
people
lot.
that
He's
make
a piece
your
of
life.
shit. He has my people killed pretty often if we go on the streets. So yeah, he's a piece of shit.
What if we helped you get into the throne room and crown you as the king?
Well, I'm not really much of a leader, so that wouldn't really interest me. However, my leader, the leader of our little thieves guild, could be highly interested in that. We could turn this city into a thieving city. Oh, could you imagine?
Oh yes.
Yeah, thieving. Yummy.
Yes.
Glances
Sounds
at the
perfect.
ASMR to make sure he's making the right decision here.
Well, You three seem pretty interesting. He notices the brands you guys have on you, and the brands are in the shape of obviously like a peacock feather. And he goes, "Oh, those are some really cool brands. I have one too." And he shows you his left hand, and it's been completely cut off, and it's a stump. And he's like, "Every member of our neat little guild here has their left hand cut off.
Seems like that would make it harder to thief.
You'd be surprised."
So interesting.
I would, yes.
Castle. Yes, let's get to the castle now, please.
Why are you in a rush?
I don't think she wants to lose her left hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
not gonna happen to you. You guys aren't rat folk.
What a joy that is.
Yeah.
He's glancing at the
Wow.
suspicious glancing at ASMR intensifies. Are we doing the right thing here?
And he sort of like he just looks at the three of you and goes, "Well, getting into the castle's not an easy feat. It's guarded by an army, essentially. If it all comes down to it, how are the three of you at fighting?"
Glancing at ASMR intensifies more.
I'm a fair hand at it.
Okay.
Double glancing.
He's like, "Would you kill children if you have to? There are children in the castle. They live there."
I'm just curious into what circumstance we would need to kill children in this hypothetical. I'm not necessarily opposed to it, but I'm just wondering.
Well, if you don't know, anyone who is caught in the castle who is not permitted is instantly, usually executed on the spot or taken to the executioner's block. The executioner's block here in the city isn't too great. It's basically you get drowned in molten metal.
That does
Wait a
sound
second.
terrible, yes.
Are there people built into the buildings?
There's been rumors of that, yeah, but I don't know.
I want to leave.
Calm down. We have a job to do.
Well, if I'm to help you get in the castle, you should probably get acquainted. My name is Amiscus.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you. I am Algo Beog, the Confiscator.
Can I just call you Al?
Yeah, I
Sounds
suppose.
good.
My name's
Right.
Carl.
Carl? You don't look like a Carl. You look like a something else. But okay, Carl. And he looks over at...
It's fine, it's a stage name. His real name's Fred.
Oh, okay. And he looks over at the witchy tiefling.
I'm Harmony, I guess.
Doesn't seem too fitting, but okay. And he's like,
Everybody's
he's
Real
like,
quick.
worried.
He's like,
Sorry.
okay, well, okay. I know a way to sneak into the castle. We have to go back up on the streets. I'm not too keen on going on the streets, but I'm pretty good at remaining unseen. So okay, what we're gonna have to do, if you guys want to get in the castle, there's two options. Well, there's three. Through the front door. Don't want to do that. We can. Option 2.
I could.
We find the sewage gate and we enter through the bathroom. We climb up through their toilets, essentially.
This sounds very honorable.
Less
Do either of you
ideal.
have prestidigitation?
Less ideal, but it's a good option. No one really assumes someone's gonna come crawling out of the toilet. Option 3.
well, There is that urban legend about rats crawling out of the toilet. I don't know if that applies to you people, or if that was a racist comment. I apologize,
he just
but
glares at you and goes, and third option is, well, we scale the castle and look for an open window.
that sounds up my alley.
I will
do
say,
that.
though,
That's your
that
question.
falling off that castle would probably not be a good idea. But
Assuming we'd be climbing.
whichever you guys want to do.
You fly, don't you?
I can. I have. It's one of my 2 spell slots for the short rest, so like
Oh, okay, got it. I dig it.
I can. It's a 3rd level spell. We're all spellcasters here.
Nope.
So Rose raised her hand when I asked about prestidigitation, so she'd be able to help with any lingering smell if we were to climb in through the toilets, which would be my concern.
Yeah, we tend to leave crawling through sewers to the bugbears and the goblins. We don't normally do that ourselves.
Well, would you rather die?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, well.
No, but there might be a better option.
Better options, all good options. I'll
Uh,
go Bayarg, 2018.
well, we can do whatever you guys want. I'm just saying, I don't want to get. If I'm up in the city, people are going to notice me. So I think, personally,
Can we not wait till nighttime? Do we have to go during the day?
We can. But like I said, I can't literally let you guys be on this gate because you're not members. Ha ha.
Well, he glances at the ASMR once more, intensely. I'm down for climbing a tower. I'd rather fall to my death than die in shit.
Fair enough.
If my corpse was found covered in shit, I swear I will explode. And I'm not meaning emotionally.
Fair enough. Either one of you... Can either one of you teleport short distances?
I can Misty Step.
I can do it.
No. I do not have that spell.
Amistus goes, nope.
Good to know. I have... Yeah. I just reach inside my own illusion and pull at the end of a rope. I've got a bunch of this.
Oh, that's good to know. I also have a bunch of that. Pulls out his rope and a
Yay.
grappling hook.
Oh, you have a grab. All right.
Of course, I have a grappling hook. I came prepared. I'm having to memorize my spell list because for whatever reason, it's not letting me add anything. So, what's the third level spell you have that lets you fly? Or is it a thing? Oh, literally fly. That's third level?
Yeah.
Well, crap, I have one more spell to pick anyway. I guess I can take that. That would put our
Is that a wizard spell though?
wizards have
Yeah.
almost every spell except cleric spells and a couple druid ones.
Kind of fucking sucks. I hate it.
That's where you just become a theurgy wizard.
So you could... I mean, I don't want to put it entirely on you, but it would... If I were to fly, it would tax my magical limits significantly. So if you wanted to fly up at the end of a rope and just tie it off somewhere, we could just climb up after you.
Well, that works for me since, I don't fucking fly.
Exactly. That would make it so, only two of us could fly up anyway, so we probably want to make one of us fly up and get a rope.
Level 3 is a bit expensive, but, no biggie for me. Level 3. I don't even know how, wizards in-game actually respond to that. That's rather powerful magic that I can only cast a couple times a day. But...
Fair enough. I mean, I can only do
I
two.
lift anything?
Telekinesis would be 5th level.
Let's see. The target gains a flying speed. There is no restrictions. So if I could pick you up, I could technically carry you up. And I have Featherfall if we need to jump down suddenly.
Well, that's good. I mean, I think if we just, if you can tie off a rope somewhere, I think it's pretty easy to... If we just tie another rope and climb up it.
Okay.
But is there a place on the castle to tie off a rope?
That's a good
For
question.
Sure, yeah, for sure. There'll be there's balconies and railings and stuff. So
Also, gold is very malleable. So
Yeah.
if anything, you could...
melt the gold and turn it into a post and climb the post and.
All right. I'm gonna real quick while we're in here because I'm paranoid. Put my hand against the wall to steady myself and warg into my raven upstairs.
Okay.
So I can just look down and look around the alleyway and see if we're clear out there.
You're for sure clear. You see the unconscious child behind the barrels.
All right,
God.
I come back to myself and continue with the conversation.
So we might want to waste time until nighttime. Like I said, I'm not an assassin. I'm a soldier, but it doesn't exactly seem all that bright performing assassinations in broad daylight. Especially in a golden city where everything glitters.
Well, I mean,
Also, when people tend to be in their bedrooms at night, which is an easier place to stab them in the neck.
I was thinking blowing him up, but yes.
We need to bring his head.
Oh,
Cat.
right.
Mistress is just
What'd you
gonna...
say? I heard a tiny voice.
There's a cat. I love it. Aw.
Oh, yeah. This is Bailey.
Amiscus is gonna be like, he pulls out like an hourglass and goes, well, it's about 6 p.m. now. It gets dark here at 6 p.m. So
How, Doc? It's a city made of gold. Are we gonna have to worry about, like, standing out like a big blotch on the side of the tower?
well, I mean, the sunlight reflects off the gold. When it's nighttime, this place doesn't get too bright. It's pretty dark.
He lets out a sigh. For the good of our group, I will gladly risk my honor so we don't die from being spotted on the side of a damn golden tower.
And generally, people don't come out at nighttime around here because weird curfews and stuff.
Oh, there's a curfew. That
We
makes
need to
me
worry
even
about
more
putting up-
paranoid.
I mean, if you guys don't want to go, I can easily let you guys go on your own, and I can stay here and get all comfortable.
No. We're just getting the lay of the land. Like he said, we're not from around here.
Okay,
If that wasn't obvious before.
fair enough. Well, whenever you guys want to go, just say the word, and I'll tag along for a price. What? Yeah. What am I getting out of this anyway?
We talked about this. We're going to put
Freedom
your
for
leader.
your people.
Yeah, we're going to put your leader on the throne.
Yeah, but what do I get personally?
You don't
Oh, you have to
die.
talk to your leader about that. He'll be the new king.
That's true. All right, cool.
You'll be marked as a hero among your people, a legend, and probably put down in history books. History
And
scrolls.
Rich. Don't forget Rich.
Oh, true. Yeah. All right, let's go, man. I'm ready.
Didn't you
We're
have
gonna have to wait
to persuade
till
this guy?
nightfall.
That's amazing.
Well, it gets dark at 6, and it's 6, and he shows you his
Oh.
little hourglass. See? It's
I-
dark.
I peek upstairs again and look up. Is it dark out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would have noticed that.
I would
Oh,
have said
yeah,
you would have
right.
noticed that on your when you warped into the Raven, but I forgot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, you're right. It is dark out. Let's go.
Yeah. And he's gonna follow, and he's gonna let me just take the lead real quick to see if there's still no stragglers milling about in the street. If I get caught, well, they'll kill me,
Mhm.
and I don't want to die too
I can
much.
Thumbs up.
So he's gonna take a peek out, and
There's no one up there except for
I was gonna have him do
the
a
child.
grab. Oh, okay. And he clambers out into the alleyway.
Okay. Follow after him.
All right.
I was thinking if you can move darkness, I was about to use it to create like a moving shadow. But that's not how it works.
It's also like inky black solid darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's weird.
It's like a hard edge to
Because
it.
there's still the guards and everything patrolling. There's no
Oh,
there's no citizens.
But you have darkness. That's good to know.
I do. I also have invisibility.
And
My
he,
imp
also
can
have
see
that.
through darkness, and so can I if I use his senses.
and he is going to start moving
I cannot.
down the right of the fork in the alley, and he's like, "Okay, come this way, quietly, as quiet as you can be, quiet like mice."
I'm just gonna walk pretty normal. I'm dressed like I belong here, so I'm gonna just walk like I belong.
There's a curfew. Be quiet.
All right.
There's some things you should know about the city first. Anyone out after the curfew, executed. They're very paranoid here that people are gonna kill their king. Which is funny, ironic, because that's what 3 of you are planning on doing. Haha.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna have my raven hop ahead of just a little ways ahead of us as we're going.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna periodically stop and look through his eyes to make sure not like to look like left and right at intersections and stuff to keep an eye out.
As you guys are moving towards the main street that leads to the castle, you see a patrol of about 15 of these armored guards just walking down the street, taking up the
Hold up.
entirety of the street.
Hold up. Are they moving or are
Oh, yeah,
they?
they're walking at a pretty brisk pace.
Okay. So when we're well away from that, I'll just say, "Hold on, everybody. Guards coming."
And they eventually pass.
All right, go.
Oh shit! I forgot I had spider climb. Why do I have
that would
this?
also- that would
Practical
also be useful.
magic.
And he takes you out onto the main street, and he's like moving in between like the golden trees and like various like things that are stuck out into the street, like some buildings are stuck out into the street, and he's like darting in between those. And he eventually comes to like the gates of the keep, which are gold as well, and they're like 20 feet tall. And the 2 front gates are guarded by about 3 knights in like full golden armor. Their helmets appear to be like shaped like hydras. So the main helmet that they have is the main hydra head, and then there's 2 little tiny hydra heads on each of their shoulders. And they're sitting there guard, and he's like slunk behind this crate, like looking over the crate, unnoticed because the city has no like lights out. There's no street lights. There's nothing. The only lights you guys see are these blue lanterns again that these guards are carrying, or the knights are carrying. And he's like, okay, well, yeah, 4 guards ahead. Those are the gates. You guys want to scale the castle?
Is that what we're gonna do? I'm not gonna do anything without the full team voting on it. We're murdering somebody, not going on a quest. Takes a little bit of a, precision.
He like looks back at the 3 of you. He's like, well, night light's wasting.
Sounds good to me. Do you want me to figure out where would be a good place to scale that isn't the front gates?
So from where you're like crouched behind this like group of crates, you do see that the castle is extremely tall. It appears like it's various spires. There's like 6 spires that take up like the castle's like a circular shape almost, with spires jutting out at weird angles and weird like directions and stuff. And the spires, just from your estimation, appear to be like 600 feet tall. Like, they're pretty tall. Like, reaching up into the clouds. And the first window, like, the windows you can see, there's not really any ground windows. The first, like, pair of windows you can see look like it's about a good, like, 100 feet up.
Before we start, like, trying to cast magic and all sorts of stuff like that, and, like, just trouncing upon this place, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Sounds good.
As a ritual.
Yeah, do it.
So yeah, ritual casting Detect Magic. So he just kind of like holds up a hand for a moment and makes some motions.
Yeah, what's the radius that you can detect magic with that?
30 feet.
Cool. You notice that emanating from each of the lanterns that these knights are carrying appear to have some sort of traits of detecting and dispelling magic attached to them. And the radius of those lanterns appear to be wherever the light hits, so 30 feet.
And that's where specifically where the guards are?
Yeah, the 4 guards are standing right in front of the gate.
That's good to know.
Does it look like there's any more of these lanterns on the castle itself?
No. Maybe inside the castle? You don't really know. But on the exterior, no. It appears that only the guards and the knights are carrying these for now.
All right.
Okay. I hate writing in my Mythomorphia book, but that's how I'm going to keep track of my spells.
And he, continue.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to interrupt. So are we going to go through the sewer or climb the walls? What's the group opinion on this? Sewer walls?
Want me to scout out the walls a little bit more so we can get a more informed opinion?
Honestly, I'd prefer that. I don't really want us getting caught.
All right. I'll send my Raven I'll have my Raven turn invisible, because imps can turn invisible.
Smart.
And then fly well over 30 feet over the guards, just keeping his distance from them. And then just basically circle, and I'll look through his eyes so I can see.
You guys hear one of the guards go, "What the hell was that?" And the other one goes, "Oh, probably one of the hawks that generally flies in this area." And that's all you hear. And you fly up, and you see... What are you looking for?
So I just want to basically just drone, circle, kind of spiral, start over the walls, circling around, but then just kind of spiral my way all the way up the top, peeking in windows, just trying to get a good look at...
So yeah, you see...
notice guard paths, that kind of thing.
You see that, like I said, the towers are all jutting out at weird angles, like very high, like 600 feet tall. And the tallest spire, which is 600 feet tall, I would assume you take the entirety of it. In the very top tower, the 600-foot tower, very top window near the peak, you see a very regal bedroom. Ornate, like silks, gold bed, gold bathtub, everything gold in there. And sat, preparing to like lay down to go to bed at 6 p.m., very weird, you see the king, Reginald, preparing himself to go to bed. 600 feet up in the tallest tower. And he is completely naked, so you see everything. And he is
Nothing I haven't seen before.
He's extremely obese. And his crown barely fits on top of his head. And
Classic king that needs to be murdered guy.
And he's like got his hands on his hips, standing in front of his window, just looking out of it, going,
So you can cast spells through your familiar.
I was just looking at that.
"Oh fuck, really?"
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any? I don't have any. It's only ones with a range of touch, and I don't actually have any damaging touch spells.
I do, but I can't like access your familiar.
And
Yeah,
the
if I
windows,
had-
and the windows are closed. And,
Oh, they are okay.
You see,
And the windows are fucking closed.
yeah.
Mind spike.
And as
We now know where he is.
And as the raven passes, as the raven passes the window, you see that the door of his room is open right now, and you see standing in front of the door, like just periodically, like peeking their heads in to see if he's okay, and then like regretting their decision. You see about 4 of these knights with the Hydra helmets and the Hydra shoulder pauldrons, just standing in front of the door.
All right.
Okay.
And you see that the other peaks, the other towers that aren't as high up, maybe like you see a set of windows that's about 100 feet up. The first set of windows, because like I said, most of the windows are 100 feet up. That's where they start to prevent people scaling the building, is what you assume. And the first set of windows you can see, there is a small balcony with a couple potted plants, and it is a balcony that could easily fit 4 people.
All right. And does it look like there's a lot of a guard presence below it?
No, not at the moment. And you notice that most of the courtyard around the castle appears to be like hedge mazes and stuff.
All right.
I've been trying to find one. Is there a spell that works like a timed explosive?
Delayed blast fireball. It's a 7th level spell.
Damn it. That'd be amazing right now.
And
It's so
as your
good.
raven flies back down to you, that's what you see.
I'm actually gonna not even have him fly back down. As soon as he's done up at the top, I'm gonna dismiss him, so
Okay.
he just like temporarily goes away, and I can bring him back later.
Okay.
So I'll relay this to them
Okay.
and tell them where let everybody know where that window is, and say, I think I've got 100 feet of rope. You said you've got at least 50 feet, so we have at least 150 feet of rope that we could use to climb up to that window.
And then Amyscus is going to say, okay, did you find out where the king sleeps or anything?
Top of the tallest tower in his bedroom. He's naked right now.
I'm not
Of
climbing up
course.
that. I'm not climbing 600 feet up.
No. We can climb up 100 feet and get inside the castle and then work our way up the rest of the way.
All right, who's taking point then? So we're climbing? You guys want to climb?
Seems like
Unless
the
you feel
easiest
it's
option.
safer to go through the sewers.
I mean, we're climbing up through poop and toilets and stuff. I'm okay with it.
Little dirt never hurt nobody.
Dirt. It's only human fecal matter.
Have you ever heard of dysentery?
And he's like, well,
Or, scurvy. Or pink eye.
so
Scurvy is a vitamin C deficiency.
he's like, okay, well, we could, if we sneak around, we could
Stop showing your butt to the camera, cat.
very, I can't think of the word I was going to use. Anyway, fitting, because we're talking about feces.
Yeah.
The Amyscus is going to be like, well, we got the toilets, front gate, or scaling. I think if we scale, we can probably sneak around somehow and climb the gates where there's no guards.
Well, did he see, is there a courtyard to this castle?
He would have saw like a courtyard. He would have saw like hedges like around the castle. Like there's like paths with like flowers and benches and gardens all around the castle. And still the same. And there's still the same like 20 foot high golden fence also around the castle.
So there's not like a big hedge mage or anything. A hedge maze, not a hedge mage.
There is a one hedge maze to like the left where he saw the balcony that you guys could scale up to.
Awesome. So we're probably gonna have to go through that
I mean, you can
in
just-
order to get there.
We don't have to.
I was thinking like they wouldn't really expect somebody to pop out of the hedge maze, and I have acid splash, and acid and poison works really well on plants.
We could also just cut through the hedges, like just move through the hedges. Don't even take the maze. Just like fuck it.
Yeah, so I was just meaning like just acid
Yeah, so-
splash our way through it.
Oh, I've been picturing the towers being like nearby the wall. Do we have to go? Is it like the towers are all in the middle and the hedge mazes around the castle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was
Yeah, that
thinking he was rich, so he's probably gonna have something like that.
As
enough.
you guys are talking, Amiscus pulls out his sundial and he's like, "Whoa, I don't know if you guys know. Have you guys ever been here before? Like in this continent, this country?"
Nope.
What do you think?
Oh, well, the days last 3 hours and the nights last 3 hours. It's really weird. Makes no sense.
Interesting. I'm also interested in how a sundial is working at nighttime.
It's an hourglass.
You said sundial.
Oh, well, it's an hourglass.
Okay.
Brilliant. All right.
All right.
I don't have a high intelligence score.
Fair enough.
What's an intelligence score? All right, so we're gonna have to scale the walls either way, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
How many guards did you see? How many guards did he see between the front entrance and the front entrance to the castle?
Yeah, he would have seen like a good amount. Like there is the 4 at the main gate. Those are the knights. So they're like the ones that have the Hydra shoulder pauldrons and the Hydra helmets.
Right.
And the guards generally patrol the city. The knights patrol the castle. The knights guard. And basically walking around the exterior of the castle beyond the gate, he probably would have seen like 15 or 20 or so just randomly patrolling around.
Right. The walking anti-magic bubbles. Got it. I guess we can go ahead and like how I would normally take this in a game like Dishonored or something is normally take. I would actually go through the shitter, to be honest. Because that's going to be the place with the least amount of surprise. There's a thing on the wall, kind of thing. Because I don't want spider climb to end suddenly, and I fall off the wall from it.
Oh, I was actually thinking about that. Easiest way would probably actually be I could literally like if we tied off the rope and knotted it off. I could if you had the grappling hook, I could literally just like have my imp take the grappling hook, fly up, hook it onto use his
Yeah,
wings.
no
to
spells
fly up.
wasted.
Yeah, fly up, hook it onto the railing, and then we could just climb up.
Also, he didn't see any of the blue lanterns on the exterior of the castle. Only the guards carrying them.
And also,
That's not very smart.
as he was flying around too. Like he's a familiar. He would have vanished if anything was negating magic.
But they also don't expect people to scale like 600 feet or 100 feet up to get into a building.
Right.
And generally, people don't do that
okay.
around here because everyone has like the curfew, and most people don't want to be executed. So generally, the city is scared of going out at night and committing any crime because even the most pettiest of crimes in this city, you get executed for. So people are just like, yeah, no, I'm good.
Well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's go kill a king.
So, and yeah, Amiscus is like, well,
I guess you could say we're going in for a pound of flesh. I'm cultured.
Amiscus is just like, so yeah, when are you guys planning on moving? The guards are there, they're about 30 feet away. And he points towards like this group of shrubs, somewhat blocking the guard's view, and there's the gate there as well, but it's hidden behind the shrubs. So technically, if you guys like went over there, he points out that the guards wouldn't exactly see you from there.
Probably want to go to like the other side of the castle grounds, probably to hop over the fence, just far, far away from these guys.
He's like, all right,
Yeah, absolutely.
all right, so we're gonna have to like double back a little bit. He's like, okay, follow me, and he scurries
All
away.
right, we follow.
And I'll say about
Follow
20 or
him.
15 or 20, 15 to 20 minutes pass, and he eventually rounds the back of the castle, dodging like in and out of like hiding places as guards pass and these knights pass. And eventually, you guys are at the back of the castle, where you saw the. Oh no! Yeah, you wouldn't see the 100-foot up like balcony here. That's on like the left side, so you'd have to go a little bit around a little bit. But you're in the very back, and
Probably we're closer, away from the guards. We're probably closest to that, or closer to that belt. I mean, do we want to climb, or do we want to go for the toilets? I mean,
if you want to go for the toilets, you'd have to like double back pretty far to the sewers.
Yeah, we may as well just devote.
We're here already. We might as well.
He's like, all right.
fair enough. All right, let's go towards the balcony.
do it.
He's like, I'm gonna keep watch. I'm pretty perceptive. I am a rat, after all. So whoever wants to scale first, be my guest. It's 20 feet. And on the other side of the gate, of the fence, you just see lush grass and gardens and roses, and you see the start of hedge maze.
Yeah, athletics is kind of my thing, so I'm perfectly happy to climb.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and hand over my grappling hook to the guy with all the rope.
Okay.
Yeah, tie it off to one end.
Yeah, I'm perfectly happy to use spider climb, but y'all don't have that, so
Roll me, alright, so, I'll go. Roll me
yeah.
that,
What about me?
Roll me that athletics with scale if you're going first.
Oh, I'm using spider climb. That's
Okay,
a walking speed, buddy.
Never mind, so you're just gonna walk up the gate, or the fence.
Yeah.
Alright.
It lasts for a while, so I can just like sustain it until I get to the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception check on, Amiscus here to see if he sees, anything.
Oh, wait, never mind. It only lasts a few minutes. I misread the time. I'm gonna go ahead and roll you that sweet, sweet athletics check.
Okay. My mouse just fell
Boop.
off my desk.
Alright, that's a 19.
Excellent. Yeah, you're good. You scale that with ease. Just no issues whatsoever.
Woot.
And his perception check is a 5. Great.
Wow.
So even if he saw something, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't see anything anyway. He's distracted by your like amazing feat to like climb up the fence. He's like, "Wow, that's pretty impressive. You should think about joining our guild." Ah, you're not a rat. Never mind.
And never mind, it lasts for an hour. I read completely correctly.
Oh, well, all right. Who's going next?
Hindsight.
Who's going next?
If I like toss the knotted rope over the top to him, can he hang on to it so we can use it to climb up and make it easier?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that.
Cool. So you toss the rope over, and I'd say give me athletics with advantage.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, Gideon, you scale over without any issue as well.
Nice.
All right. Harmony
Yes.
adjusts the hat.
With advantage as well.
Underwhelmed. 15.
Oof.
Yeah, you're still
15.
good. And Amiscus is like, all right, my turn. Athletics is dexterity, right?
Strength.
Strength. Oh no.
Acrobatics is the next one. I think you can use acrobatics to climb stuff, can't you?
It depends on like how you're climbing generally.
Oh.
Well, he got a 20, so
He's a rat folk. They're nimble. You guys remember Doran? And he just goes
Yeah.
up the rope and he like somersaults or front flips on the other side. He's like, all right.
pull the rope back after us and bundle it up and stick it into my illusion.
He said, okay, so what's the plan now? Do we go through the hedge maze or do we start scaling right now up this sheer just wall?
Wait, is there a building right next to us?
Yeah, you guys can see like one of the towers right in front of you. It's 100 feet up, but it's just sheer wall with windows, no balconies or anything.
Oh, there's no balcony. It's just a window.
Yeah.
Is there a window 100 feet up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna send up the invisible raven to see if the window is open.
Window is closed, but you don't know if it's locked or not.
You can return it to being an imp, and it'll have opposable thumbs.
Yeah, have him turn back into an imp,
Okay.
and because that's actually his shape shifting. That's not even me using the spell because he
Alright.
can shapeshift.
Yep.
And
Right.
he'll have thumbs. He'll stay invisible. I'll have him, just try the window.
It's unlocked because, like I said, they don't expect people to be scaling 100 feet to get into a building.
All right, I'll just
Oh, this is beautiful.
open the window and I'll have him just like fly inside and look around the room. He's invisible, so
He instantly vanishes.
okay.
But before he vanishes, you see that there is a guard sat at a table, and when his lantern is lit and sitting on the desk, and he's just sitting there like reading a book, not really paying attention. His legs are propped up on the table. He's literally just not paying attention. It's just a normal guard, not one of the knights. He's wearing like a golden helmet just over his head, and he's got golden chainmail on, and he's got the helmet off, set on the table, and his sword is like leaning up against the table as well. And he's like feet up on the table, reading a book, not paying attention.
Okay.
So he didn't even like hear the window get opened. He's just like, huh.
All right.
Wow.
I'll let everybody know that there is a guard right inside the window with his lantern right inside the window on the table, preventing us from using any magic just as soon as we get inside.
And
probably-
that's why I didn't use spider climb.
Probably, the hedge maze.
Miscus is
Yeah.
like, well, we could, go up there and we could kill him. Where's Ophin?
We could,
Where's
but
Ophin?
he'd also probably make a noise. We don't have the means of magically silencing him.
Throw him out the
since-
window. Throw him out the window.
Cough, I have silence.
What?
Throw him out the window.
You have silence, yes, but his lantern will
His
then
lantern.
end the silence.
Oh, well, yeah, I'd be inside the silence field. Okay. I don't know why I was thinking.
Climb up and throw him out the window. Throw him out the window. I want to kill someone. I've never killed someone before.
I think that golden armor hitting the ground at 100 feet would make quite a bit of noise.
Aim for the trees.
Poor bastard committed suicide.
Ah, damn it. All right. Through the hedge maze then.
It's probably the best plan. Yeah,
Edge maze ho!
I'll bring Kazaril back from the Netherworld.
What is the marching order?
Invisible imp overhead,
Okay.
and then I will. Yeah, I'm gonna actually hold my hand out and say, can anyone give me a guiding hand here so I can give us a little bit of Overwatch?
Harmony.
Are you
would
meaning
like
the
to
spell
lead
guiding hand? 'Cause I don't have that.
No, just a shoulder or something. Literally take my hand. I can't see.
Amyscus
Harmony will
happily
take his hand,
grabs
yeah.
one of your hands.
All right,
Biggest
don't walk
plus
me
hold
into
in your
anything.
hand.
So yeah.
What?
So Amyscus is.
Oh, so I've
Harmony.
got one person holding each hand.
Yeah, Amyscus and Harmony.
All right.
Aw. Oh, wait, do you not have dark vision?
No, if I'm looking through my imp's eyes, I can't see.
That's right. Okay.
So I'm gonna just look through his eyes consistently while we're marching, so that way, if like a guard is about to come around a corner, I'll be able to see it.
I think.
I guess since theoretically I have the highest AC, I'll go ahead and take the lead.
Do hobgoblins have dark vision?
Yes, they
So
do.
this entire group has dark vision because tieflings have it, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
My homebrewed rat folk do.
Asmar have it.
Yeah. So wow. All right. So you guys are
Nice.
walking
Yeah,
through.
we're suited to be assassins in some ways.
So you guys enter the.
I mean, honestly.
You guys enter the hedge maze, and as soon as you enter the hedge maze walls, again, same height as the fence, about 15, 20 feet high. And it appears to be, your standard hedge maze. What do you guys want to do as soon as you enter?
I'm gonna do a perception check just to make sure there's no like nobles giggling about in here. You know how they are. They're promiscuous.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
That sweet 2 modifier. Yeah, it's a
Ooh.
6.
You don't hear anything. You just hear the sweet sounds of, Amyscus's breathing.
Do I see any like looking down from above?
No, you don't.
I've got that.
Do you give
I've
me
got
the all
that.
clear?
Yeah, I've got that third person view, video game view, basically that makes stealth. Yeah, that makes stealth way easier in video games than it would actually be because like you can peek around the corner while your character is completely obscured.
Yeah. All
Nice.
So Gideon would give us the all clear.
I'm gonna start acid splashing through this thing.
Yeah, the hedge just instantly just disintegrates. There's like huge gaping hole in it.
Could you
Yeah,
just
like I'm-
push your way through?
Amyscus
get
is-
leaves
Amyscus
all
is
over my-
like, he examines the hedge closely. He's like, "There's thorns."
Fair enough. All right.
Yep.
Didn't know if we wanted to leave
But now
markings.
there's
of
a
our-
big gaping hole in the hedge, right in front of you guys.
I'm gonna keep walking, keep acid splashing as I'm going through.
Are you going through the hole that you just made?
Maybe
Yeah.
just stagger it a bit so we don't just have a straight tunnel leading to us.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll like take turns on occasion,
Okay. So yeah.
basically creating a second labyrinth.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I'll keep you from up above to make so that like to keep an eye on like what's on the other side of every hedge, just in case like there's someone standing right there.
Alright, so as you guys approach,
dig it.
there's like a fork in the maze as well, like the left path and a right path. And Gideon, you would see through your familiar that there is a single knight, the Hydra knights, walking around the corner and is about maybe 20 feet away from you guys coming around the corner.
He's inside the
Yeah,
hedge
they're
maze.
patrolling the hedge maze too.
He's about to come around the corner and basically like be looking right at us.
See everybody, yeah.
Okay.
Does he have a lantern?
He does.
Are we-
They're all carrying the lanterns.
Okay.
Okay. Have we come like around the corner and we can back up, or
You can
like?
back up, so you can still get back. And yeah.
All right. Let's be like everybody back up. Guard coming around the corner.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Absolutely.
For
Back
the
up.
sake of this, everybody, I'm gonna be really mean. Give me stealth checks. And that is a
And- Modifier of 2. That's a 9.
Oh, that's an 8 for Amyscus.
-2. Oh, wow.
Okay,
14.
Oh, a 7.
so as you guys all get back quickly, Amyscus brushes up against one of the thorns and goes, "Ah!" And he instantly covers his mouth. He's like, "Eh." And the knight goes, "What was that?" And you like,
I'm gonna very quickly cast Alter Self and make myself into a like pretty-ish noble-looking woman.
okay,
If he
And I'm gonna
gets within
stumble
30
out. Do it.
nope.
If he gets within 30 feet of you,
And
I mean, yeah, that's where he's just gonna like
he comes
stumble
around
backwards.
he comes around the corner and he sees just this noble woman, and everybody else sort of like huddled like behind the noble woman, not too far away, hiding behind one of the hedges.
well, he said, yeah, he stumbled out into the pit. We're still like around the corner.
Yeah,
He stumbled out like,
he's
yeah.
just, like,
Yeah, it's pure distraction.
he sees you and just goes, and I'll say for the sake of this, you're just out of range, and he sort of stops
Alright.
in his tracks and goes, "Madam, I don't mean to alarm you, but you do know that the laws here in the city refrain anyone from being out at night. Like, you could be executed if I was not a nice gentleman as I am."
Oh god, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. Oh, thank you, sir. I absolutely adore such a gentleman. Could you show me the way out of this maze? I seem to have gotten myself a little lost. He shakes the bottle. It doesn't seem like something a noble. Like he reaches into his bag and like pulls out a bottle of, like it's cheap ale. Doesn't really seem like something a noble
Okay.
would be drinking. But
Okay.
like he just kind of like shakes it a bit. It's like I seem to have gotten myself a little lost. Tipsy.
He's like, "Oh, that's okay, ma'am." He sort of like looks behind you and he sees like one of the hedges is like clearly like burned, and he's like, "Oh, must have been some vandals in here earlier. Damn it."
Really quick, while they're having this discussion, is there like a hedge that this guy is standing next to? So could I like head down the parallel hallway to him, so I'm right on the other side of the hedge from the guard?
So basically, if you did come out anywhere, you'd still be seen by him.
No, so like around the corner. So like if he's here and there's like a wall next to him, could I get on the other side of the like the wall to his left? Basically, could I be just on the other side of it from him?
You could try. You could most certainly try.
Okay. Would that be like? Would I have to come into his line of sight to do that, or would that still be
You'd
like?
have to come into his line of sight to do that.
Are we like backed into a dead end right now, basically?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, so there's a fork, left path and right path. He just came around and he's coming out of the right path. He's standing in the middle of the fork. And
Oh, okay. So it's basically like right ahead of us. It just kind of turned
and
into
you
a
guys are kind
Y.
of like around the corner, and I'll go as this lusty noble woman is standing.
Unfortunately, he's still a goblin underneath that. He's not exactly lusty.
He's still looks
he
like
looks-
a hobgoblin.
He looks like, kind of like one of the comically ugly ones that Tim Burton
no.
might draw.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
dear.
And he just sort of like this. Oh yeah. Sorry. What, Sam?
From what we've seen, are the lanterns like? Is there a fire burning in the lantern, or is it like just like a magical light coming out
It
of it?
appears to be like a blue rolling magical light.
Okay. I'm not trained in Arcana, but
I am. Arcana check.
from my knowledge of magic items, especially mass-produced magic items like this one, how could I try and figure out how easy I think it would be to break this lantern so it would cease functioning?
You'd have to give me an Arcana check.
All right. Let's see how that goes.
I'm honestly thinking the same thing. I was about to ask myself,
All right,
like,
so-
what I was actually going to ask
All
the
right, so
guard.
Gideon, you would have no idea. You're like, okay. And Elgo, you'd probably think you'd have to somehow get into the lantern itself and do something to the inner core of it. Because the magic is centered inside the lantern, in the core of it.
What would smashing it like? Is it smashable?
Oh, it's clearly smashable. It's a
Oh,
lantern.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is like it's like doing the normal things you do to a lantern would cause it to cease to function. Like to cause it to stop working would cause this to stop working too.
Possibly.
I've got an idea.
Okay.
Shit, do I have a message?
He's still looking at you, and as you're like standing there, he's like, "Well, ma'am, if you need help getting out," and he takes a step forward.
She's gonna, he is gonna be like, oh, wait, one moment, I appear to have dropped something. And he steps, back into the hole
Okay.
and goes around the corner suddenly.
And he's like,
It's like, I'm right here. You could just follow me over here and lead me out. And he drops the altar self so that it doesn't just in case it alerts them to it.
Okay, and he sort of like he approaches the hole and he like.
Prepared action to grapple.
Well, didn't you already prepare an action earlier though?
That was like
That was
back
like
when we were going into the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So as he like steps through the hole in
I
the
mean-
face, I will allow you to grapple him. So. Yeah, I'm not gonna have a roll for it because he's being surprised by it. So you like sort of like grab him from behind and like hook your arms like.
I'm gonna like cover his mouth with one hand
Yeah.
and like, I guess bring the pommel of my rapier down onto the lantern with my other one.
Okay, give me a strength check to see if you can break it.
Pure strength.
Yeah.
Boop. It's a +1.
ooh.
Ugh.
Can I just do a rapier roll instead?
No. And you bring the pommel down and it sort of like does that like really like annoying like grating like sound of like something getting scraped against glass. And it goes, "Eh," and he's just like, what? He's like, and Amiscus is like, oh shit.
Are we like right there?
Oh, you guys saw this happen.
Okay, can I rush over and pull my axe out and take a swing at the lantern with a woodsman's axe?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Would that also just be a strength roll?
No, it'd be if you're attacking. Yeah. Let me just go. Yeah, strength. Yeah.
Just wait. So just strength or attack roll?
Since you're not using the hilt like Algo did, I'll say you roll for the weapon.
Okay. So, but I'm inside the light of it.
Oh, you are for
So,
sure.
okay. Question. So then this is going to be a question about how the effects of this light.
It's basically
So-
dispel magic is what the effect of the light is. All magic
Oh,
is
it's-
dispelled.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So it's dispel magic. So the question that I have is that my bonus to attack is charisma with my axe because of a class feature.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like, does that get negated?
I would say
I don't.
no. Only
Okay.
like spells and other magical effects get negated well within the radius of the lanterns.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause
okay.
your thing is kind of granted by an entity. It's not
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, it's not like a spell. So,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
It'd be good. Yeah.
In that case, all right. 14.
You smash the glass of the lantern,
Alright.
but the inner core seems to still be working and emitting that blue light.
Oh, so it is. So the lantern is still functioning though.
Oh, for sure.
Ah,
Do you have
crap.
extra attack?
No, because I'm a hexblade.
He's
I'm
like,
not packed with blade.
And he's like trying to like break out of Algo's grapple, so I'm gonna see if he can break out of it. Because I am a fun guy. So roll me a strength, Algo. Or-
Before I do this,
Defeat.
do you want to give me the help action on restraining this man?
I'm swinging my axe at the lantern. That's what I've just been
and
doing.
Miscus
So.
is like cowering, like, oh my god. We're gonna
Does our
die."
dear witch want to do something and maybe give me the help action on restraining this guy?
She'll like sigh as if it's like such an effort, and she'll come help. Just like, ugh.
Absolute tiefling. Got it.
Alrighty, so.
All right. Help action with advantage.
Yes.
That's a 10 anyway.
He,
It
Wow.
does not
he
succeed.
breaks out.
I miss Gundar.
He breaks out of the grapple, and he's gonna look right at Algo and be like, look at you almost like you're familiar, but you're really not to him. And he is just gonna come at you with his greatsword.
Instead of yelling? Absolutely.
Wait, so does he drop the lantern to use the two-handed sword?
Oh shit, he would. So it hits the ground, clunk, and he's gonna swing with his greatsword 2 attacks. So the first one and the second one.
Let's see.
Oh, so a 20.
The
So the
first-
second one doesn't hit. I would assume.
The first one does hit, but the second one misses. Big
Yeah,
time.
because 7.
Did shield?
Oh, I can't dispel magic.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, okay. Cool.
Otherwise,
so
I would, and it would miss. No, it wouldn't. 20
you
would
take,
just
you
hit
take
me.
10 slashing damage. Its sword just like rakes across your chest and slightly like slashes at your skin.
He goes to yell, but like bites his lip because he's Bushido.
Yeah.
As he does that and slashes and drops the lantern, can I just like soccer boot it more than 30 feet away out the hole?
Give me athletics to see how far you can kick it.
All right.
Nah.
What?
Goes around the world. Yeah.
Wow, I'm rolling real great
You
today.
kick it, but it rolls like 5 feet away. Just rolls.
Okay. Did that take an action to kick it?
Yes.
Dang. It was a
I
full
guess
action.
it's
Yeah, okay, you guys.
I mean, it's just gonna be like, it's gonna panic and throw like throw one of his daggers that he has. Like just panic, like, and it just bounces off the armor and hits the ground.
Well, was he hiding?
He was not. He's easily cowering behind someone. So he's
That's
still
hiding.
Seen. Yeah, but he's seen.
That's hiding.
He's still seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
oh.
He was cowering behind Harmony, and as Harmony like moved to help, he was totally like uncovered and seen. So his dagger just bounces off the armor and like clink, 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 and he's just like, ah.
Dang.
Wait a second. This is a fully generated character. Did you expect us to look for a thieves guild?
No, he's literally a NPC bandit that I made up on the spot when you guys went down there.
Nice.
Oh, well done.
Could I go and like find the ball and see if I can't find a way to turn it off? Like make an Arcana check or something?
Oh, you can see the lantern. It's literally like laying like 5 feet away on the ground.
Yeah, like can I go and like pick it up and try and find a way to turn it off?
Yeah. So you move over to it, and looking through it, it just appears like there's this blue inner metal core in it, and the metal
Rip it
core
out.
is like pulsating with magic, like boom, boom, boom.
And I don't know any way if I were to like reach in and touch this metal core or something.
Like you could do an Arcana check, but that would be your action.
Yeah.
You could also walk 30 feet away while you're doing
Or
that,
throw it, or
or throw it. Yeah. I mean, if we want to study it and figure out how to turn it off, that'd be useful too. But like,
Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do. Cause...
you can, if you did that 30 feet away, we could also use magic to subdue this guy.
No.
We are mages.
I don't wanna do that.
Oh.
What does a 21 get me?
it feels like if you reach your hand in and just rip that core out with a good pull, it'll cease to
Cough
function.
called it. Do you
Alright,
relay this information?
Well, she's holding it, so she probably just does
yeah.
it.
Yeah, like if that's
okay.
not an action, then I'll just
Yeah, I'll let you pull it out as a bonus action.
pull it out.
Yeah, so give
Yeah.
me a strength check.
Jokes. Oh no. Never mind.
You sort of budge it out a little bit, but it's still affecting. It's still creating this magical barrier, or the magical like dispel radius.
Alright.
Let's see. Would I have to like walk outside of this guard's range
Yeah.
to get to her?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Damn it, because we're kind of going in pseudo initiative, so I'm pretty sure that brings it to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pseudo initiative is always fun for these kind of scenes. Let's see. So I can't do that, but I can not disengage. That's not a thing. I'm not a rogue. Trying to think what I could do here. I guess I'll just fight this guy and like hope he doesn't call out.
Okay.
Just try and grapple him again.
Yeah, I guess I'll just try grappling him since I got a +4 to that.
Okay.
I'm gonna bum rush him and like I'm gonna pull like a cloth from my pocket and go to shove it into his mouth and
Right.
then tackle him.
He's obviously
All
gonna
that good
try
stuff.
To,
That is a nat.
oh well.
One.
I'm not. Oh, he's in that one. I won't even roll for it then. He just sort of like as you go like bum rush him.
He could nat one too. He could nat one too.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Hopefully.
That's true. Nope, he's not.
Double nat A.
He's a knight.
Double nat a renew.
Never mind.
16.
It was worth a shot.
So as you like go to bum rush him, he just sticks his foot out and you trip over it and you stumble a little bit. And he is going to look up, put a hand over his mouth and go, "Intruders in the hedge maze! Intruders in the hedge maze!"
With magic?
No, he's just shouting it as loud as he can.
Oh, I thought you said over his mouth.
No,
Thought
no,
he was
he's
using
shouting
message.
as loud as he can.
Well,
See, if the magic field wasn't up, I would have silenced the silenced the field.
Yep.
sorry. Okay.
And Amiscus is going to... actually, Gideon, anything you want
Yeah.
to do?
Yeah, I want to hit him in the face with an axe.
Okay, go for it. As he's shouting. So I'll say if you can... I'll say if it hits, at this moment, you'll cancel out the shout.
All right, come
Come on,
on.
good pressure.
No pressure.
19.
That'll clearly hit a knight, right? Their armor class is pretty high.
I think
Oh,
so.
fuck, their armor class is 18.
Woo!
So that
And
hits.
you just hit and you embed the axe, like, I'll say the axe, like, hits him in the mouth, but like the helmet is probably like guarding that a little bit. So roll for some damage, please.
10 damage.
You hit him in
Not
the
bad.
face, and it just like embeds into his mouth, and he's just like, ugh, and it stops the show like a little bit. Like he's like, ugh.
Shh, 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 shh.
Don't do that.
And he's gonna just try to like. What's he gonna?
Well, technically, in the pleasures of pseudo initiative, it is Witchy's turn.
That's true.
Yeah.
What is Witchy gonna do?
She's gonna try and pull this ball out again.
All right, give me another strength check.
Or
It'll
you
be
could throw it.
You wedge it out a little bit more, but it's still in there, creating the effect.
Could you just walk like a little bit further down?
And as this is happening, Amiscus is going to try to stab him in the back with the dagger of venom, because he's now like preoccupied with you guys dealing with it. He's going to go for stab attack in the back.
It's a 17.
So an 18. Oh no, yeah, +1 because it does the built-in stuff. Oh, I didn't use the action. Oh no, it's built-in poison for this. I'm just using blah 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 blah. So he takes 2d. He's got to do. So the knight has to do a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So let's do dagger damage first. So that's 6. That'd be, yeah. You know what? For the sake of this, because I don't want to be fair to this knight, because this could take forever. He's gonna take 17 points of damage, and he is gonna, for the sake of this, he's getting stabbed in like the back of the head. The dagger's gonna pierce the back of the helmet and like hit him. Actually, no, a 17 wouldn't hit.
Did you say it was a plus? Does that include the +1 bonus for it being magic?
Yeah.
Yeah, because macros.
It scrapes off the helmet, and he's just like.
Wait, looking at the roll, it was a 15 on the die +2 plus nothing.
Indeed.
Oh, that's 18. That'll hit. So
Bam.
it embeds in the back of his skull, and you just hear like a, and the knight just falls over dead.
Quick, steal his fucking shoes.
What?
And Amiscus like pulls the dagger out of his
Sorry,
head.
sorry, have it.
Amiscus
Have
pulls
it.
up the dagger out of his head and puts it in his bandolier, and he's like, "Oh my god, that's the first person I've ever killed."
How do you feel?
Great.
Okay, just making sure you want to throw up. That happens sometimes.
I'm just gonna start shoving this guy into the bushes.
Okay.
Who
Hide
looks like
him,
the
assassin
strongest
style.
person here?
I don't know.
By looks.
I have a +1.
I have a +2. All right.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
My increase was to Constitution, not Strength.
Yeah, no. Neither was I.
Amiscus is just
I'm
like high
stomp
on
over.
murdering somebody.
The murder
Just,
fuel.
like, stomp over to Gideon and just kind of present the lantern and just be like, take the ball out, please.
I'm just gonna take it, give you a look like what the hell, and just hurl it 30 feet away down the like,
Give me an
hallway.
athletics check just to see how far you can throw it, just for the sake of humor.
I'm hoping it's more than 30 feet.
Not
21.
one throws it into the bush.
You basically pitch it, and it goes sailing out over the fence and like lands somewhere in the city. You don't know where, but it clink clink. Like you hear a distant like clink clink.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
And there's now a dead knight pushed up like a knight's guard, just like pushed into the hedge maze, pushed into the bushes. And Amiscus
And I'm
is
currently
still,
bleeding a bit.
Amiscus is still like, oh my god, that was amazing. Let's do it again. Let's kill more people.
That's what we're here for.
We're gonna kill the king. Remember?
Eventually,
We have a job.
Eventually,
Let's move.
Eventually, you'll
By
come
the
to
way.
part of the hedge maze where, if you look up, you'll see the balcony that Gideon saw while looking through his familiar.
Also, just in case anyone comes along in the next minute, I'll just cast a minor illusion of denser hedges around him
Okay.
that'll last for the next minute, just in case anyone walks by.
Alrighty. Amiscus is just like, alright, so, how are we doing this? The balcony's right there. And he points up 100 feet.
Invisible drone.
Yep. Flap to the balcony and looking through. The windows of this one are open. And you see two noblemen sitting at a table and they're playing cards.
Cool, those are easy to murder. Let's hit it.
I will actually fly in, or not even fly, just like crawl invisible inside. Is there like a? I'm trying to think because I have a thing that makes me able to speak with my voice through my familiar.
Yeah.
So I could probably get them to actually I'll relay. I'll tell everybody that I see the two nobles, and I could probably get them to leave the room if I just said something out in the hallway, like,
Okay.
"Hey, something." I don't know. I don't know what you guys think, or should we just go?
Wait. Are they drinking wine?
They are drink. You can't tell what they're drinking. It's in. They don't have any bottles. Or
Well,
anything.
are they drinking something?
They are from like Steins.
Have the imp walk up and just like slap one of the things over onto one of their laps.
I feel like that'd be kind of noticeable, but
Well, you don't like just slap it, just like kind of tilt it over. Like they're in the middle of playing a game.
Arms.
Actually, do they have like wads of money on the table?
They do. In the middle of the table, you see a pile of those paper bills.
I'll wait for them to. I'll telepathically tell my imp to wait for them to take a drink, and then like just slide one of the bundles of money underneath the tankard, so as they set it down, it knocks it off balance and it will land. Like so it just slides the underneath, so it will land off center and then tip over towards them.
Okay, so yeah, as that happens, one of the guys goes to take a drink. Your imp does this.
We need a poltergeist one shot now.
Pushes the pile of money, and then he like spills this like thick black drink all over himself. He's like, "Oh, damn it!" And he like gets up and he's like, "Oh, shit!" And he leaves the room. He's like, "Gonna clean myself up." And the other guy just goes, "Oh, all right." And he just sort of like sits there, looks around, whistles to himself, and like looks around, and then takes some of the money from the table, like a handful of bills, and just like stuffs them in his pocket.
Of course.
All right. One noble left. How like close to the room is the balcony? Like, would they notice the grappling hook?
It's yeah. It's like
Okay.
It's like 10 feet.
Okay.
So now we gotta get that one to leave. Oh wait. Word. Let me look at my spells right quick, because this is something I kind of built him for. Actually, I just gave him mostly practical magic, because he's a soldier, and that just made sense. Let me think. Yeah, maybe you could just do the voice thing, like try to mimic his voice and be like, I need help or something like that. I need help cleaning this stuff off.
Actually, I have an idea. I have my imp go out into the hallway.
Okay.
And look around to see if there's anything of interest in the hallway too while I'm out there.
There's just paintings and candles and just golden walls.
All right. I'll put on my best guard voice from like out in the hallway.
Okay.
And I'll just say audible into the room. Did you hear that the king passed a new law? Yeah, gambling is illegal. Punishment by execution. He's got us wandering around the halls, keeping an eye out for anybody.
And
yes,
through your familiar, assuming like you peek back and you like peeking in the room
Yeah.
to see what happens, the guy's just like, "Oh fuck!" And he like gathers like all the money off the table and like looks for a place to cram it. And he runs over to the window and he goes, and he has like the cards and all the money in his hands, peeks it over the balcony, like not really like looking over to seeing anybody.
As soon as I see him going towards the balcony, I'll just like come back out of my familiar, grab everybody, and push them up against the wall.
And he like runs to the balcony.
Under the
he's not really paying attention. He's like looking around, make sure he's like looking behind, make sure no guard comes in. And he's like looking behind, and he like takes all this like money, like a good stack of bills and like these playing cards, and he just tosses them off the balcony and like turns around and runs back into the room and like runs out of the room.
Oh, actually, wait a second. No, he's got a strength of. I was gonna say my imp could just go behind him and push.
But yeah, so that's what he does. He, like
That'd be amazing.
Throws this all over the balcony and just goes running out of the room, scared he's gonna get executed.
So as just like cards and money rain from above, I say, "Room's clear."
And
Can I pick up some of that money?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
Amiscus is picking up a bunch of it because, like I said, he's from this town, so this money actually has use for him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm fit.
He's just like,
there's your payment.
Bills. And he's basically taking all of it. Like, he's left like maybe 3 bills on the ground. He's like stuffing the rest of it in his satchel, and he's like, "Who wants to play in cards? No one?"
I'm good.
He takes.
That's actually my playing set that I have proficient in, so I'll take those.
Okay, cool. They're basically just like a standard deck of cards, but the art on the cards is just really weird. It's the king in different like poses. It still says like 2 of hearts, 2 of spades, but it's just the king nude posing with like stuff covering his bits.
You know what? We need all the guards probably outside the castle. So when we're about to be inside the castle,
There's a lot of
I look at the other
there's
guys.
there's like an entire army in the castle.
Yeah, we could probably
Right.
wait a little bit because we need to make our way through it. So probably like get inside, find a path, and then draw them all out. I like the way you're thinking.
Yeah, I was gonna like light the cards on fire, then throw it into the hedge maze.
I don't know if that would light the whole hedge maze on fire.
Why don't you just light the hedge mage on fire?
Cause it's cinematic.
Ah.
Fireball.
Amiscus looks up.
Fireball.
And goes, well,
Perfect use for a level 3 spell.
Amiscus pulls out his hourglass and he's like, daylight's almost here. We better get going.
All right. I'll pull up the grappling hook and the rope, and have my imp come down, carry the grappling hook up, and secure it nice and tight to the railing.
Yep.
And then we can climb up.
Amiscus is like, yeah, who's going first? Yeah, what's the climbing order?
I guess.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Yeah. I
have
don't
an-
want to risk this.
So since
I
you're
have an
climbing-
axe.
Since you're climbing a rope, I
Mhm.
don't know how to do this because I don't want you to like roll for every 10 feet you climb because that's dumb. So I'll say you get 50 feet up. Roll me
Okay.
a strength check to see if you're still holding onto the rope.
Oh,
Athletics?
strength check.
Yeah.
All right.
Because
It
you're, like,
is
you're
a-
trying to like hold onto the rope, like keep held onto it. So yeah, strength.
Okay. I did
Oh, no.
knot it. I think that gives a bonus on climbing.
Yeah.
Of
So I'd
100. We have 150 feet.
Yeah.
So 13.
I'll say your hands get a little sore, so you quickly like switch which way, like you sort of like when you go to like get your like halfway up, you sort of like your hands are like a little raw from climbing on the rope. They get a little like sore, and you feel yourself slip a little bit, but you catch yourself just in time. You're like, oh.
Mhm.
And you climb the rest of the way up, and you're on the balcony now.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing him slip, I'm just like, yeah, nope, not doing that. I will gladly waste a second level spell slot. And that's the rest of my second level, but I have plenty of the rest. I'm gonna go ahead and climb up this damn thing with just walk up it. I'm just gonna straight up put a foot up against the wall and just start walking.
Yeah. So you guys see that happen. And Mrs. is
All
like,
David Bowie
and
style.
Mrs. is like, oh, that's cool. Mrs. is like, he looks to the witch. He's like, do you want to go or do you want me to go next?
Ladies first.
Does that mean I can go?
No.
Oh.
Turns out he's actually the female this entire time. We just never thought to like
He's
ask.
like, well, if you fall, I'll catch you. How's that sound?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Excellent.
Love it.
And he like just opens up his arms, getting ready for you to like fall, basically.
Really glad that that's there. All right, so strength,
He's
athletics.
like, oh, I could actually drag that knight over, and if you fall, you could land on him.
He's wearing metal.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, best of luck.
While they're climbing up, I'm gonna send my imp out into the hallway just to watch the door, and I'm gonna go next to it with my axe in hand.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I made it up faster than you did.
Okay. So
Oh yeah, you started after me. Yeah.
Yeah, because the walk speed.
all right, Harmony. I'll say
Yeah.
since I'm nice, you get halfway up. Give me a strength check as you get to the halfway point.
A strength check.
Yeah.
You're not being very nice.
I know.
if you want.
You know what? Seeing
Okay.
this frail witchy lady, I'm gonna kind of like just stand on the wall and just be all like, I guess
So
I'll
you
help.
also slip a little bit, but you catch and keep your balance, and you're like, oh, and you pull yourself up and over the balcony,
My help action was not needed, but
Nope.
granted, the 16 would have been nice.
and you sort of like slump on the balcony, and Amiscus is like, okay, guys, I'm coming up, yelling it because he's an
Shish.
idiot. He's like, oh,
Can I cut the rope?
you
Do
can,
I
you
need
can."
to silence the zone?
We might need it, so just if you're gonna do that, pull it up after him.
And he's just like, you can cut it if you'd like. He's climbing though. He's like already started to climb,
Oh.
and he's a rat, so they have. I think I gave them climbing speed. I don't remember. I don't remember the race. Yeah, I did. They have 30 feet of climbing speed, so he's just like boom, 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 boom. And he's gonna do a strength check to see how good he does. Oh no! So he's 50 feet up. Amiscus slips and falls, and he plummets, and he hits the ground hard.
Rip.
Reaction, featherfall.
All right,
Why?
so
Why did I?
he just floats to the ground. He's
And
like,
there goes another level
he's
1
like,
spell.
oh my god, thank you. I'm gonna try that again. And
I'm gonna like step back onto the wall because this thing lasts an hour,
yeah,
and I'm just gonna go and give him the help action this time. Just like I'm here for you, buddy.
all right. Well, he's halfway up now. He's like, okay, how you gonna help me?
By putting my hand on his back and kind of like
He's 50 feet down. That's where he fell.
Yeah, it's called. I'm gonna walk down.
Oh,
It's a walking.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
It's my walking
Yeah,
speed.
that's right. That's right.
So
Yeah,
like I could just
forgot.
like straight up go boop doop
Okay,
doop
he's gonna
boop
try
and
to
like
do it again though with advantage. So first roll, Jesus.
yeah.
Wow.
Second.
Come
roll,
on, man.
Second roll. 10. Nah, he falls. Like 10's a little too low. He falls again. You're helping him, and he just slips out of your grasp because he's a rat, so he's got kind of like greasy fur, like so he doesn't get wet from water, like oily fur, and he just slips out of your grasp, and he falls. Hits
Let
the
me
ground.
let me see if there's a duration on Featherfall right quick,
Okay.
because he might still be. It's a minute, so he might still be
I'd
fine.
say that was definitely more than a minute for him to get 50 feet up. Twice.
Yeah, I'm not wasting another
So
spell.
yeah, he hits the ground. My ruling for falling damage is over 200 feet. It's instant dead, but this is not 200 feet. It's 50 feet, so that's what 5d6.
Yeah.
He might have died.
26 bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
That would have almost killed me.
So
Insta-kill.
he's got okay. So 26 minus. Okay, so let me just see because he might be dead actually.
Is he unconscious?
I'm just minusing his. Oh shit, he's dead.
What
He
is he?
yeah. I was using a bandit NPC for like a bandit character for him, and they have 11 total HP. He's dead. He hits the ground. He's just like dead. Like you hear him go.
Well, the good news
You hear
is
him
we
hit the
got what
ground.
we needed from him.
You hear him like you see him hit the ground. You hear a loud crunch as he like lands on his head and it bends at an awkward angle back, and he just sort of like hits the ground. And you're like and you see as he hits the ground, it makes an audible sound because he's falling 50 feet and hitting like pretty packed dirt, just poof. And you hear like someone go, I heard something, and you see two knights come around the corner. And I would say as this happens, you sort of like scurry up the wall and get behind on the balcony. And as
Quickly
you're like,
pulling up the rope.
and as you're
Pull up the rope, pull up the rope, pull up the rope.
and as you guys are peering, they're preoccupied, but as you guys are like peering through the railings of the balcony, you see he's clearly dead, and you see these two knights walk over his body.
I don't want his dagger.
You see they just walk over and like, oh, we had an intruder. Fuck. And they look at him. He's like, I think he fell. He clearly fell. They look down. They sort of like pick up his body and they like hoist it over their shoulders and they just walk out of the hedge maze. And you guys are now inside this room.
Huh. Well, at least now they think there's no longer an intruder.
And
He's
dead.
He lasted so long. I'm so happy.
Mhm.
Man,
All right, let's get moving.
shit. Oh man.
I guess that means no NPCs to help us fuck up on our own. All right, so we don't know the layout of this castle.
No, you don't. But neither did
No,
Amicia.
we're going for that tower over there.
Okay, so we just need to go in that general direction.
We need to go up.
Yeah. All right, well, lead the way. You're the one with the fancy seeing eye, dog.
Fair enough. Are we in the right tower, or is it a different tower we need to go to?
Different tower. It's a
Okay.
You need to go to the central tower. You guys are in like the leftmost, the westernmost tower.
How far horizontally are we from the central tower?
Horizontally. So through like you have to like go through different hallways and things, but basically judging from what you saw outside and everything, probably about 50 feet horizontally, but moving through hallways and staircases and everything you don't exactly know because you don't know where the entrance to that tower is inside the building.
Right. My thinking, were there any higher up windows and balconies on the central tower?
Yes.
My thinking is if we get to the top of this tower, we can then just
Shimmy
take the
across.
rope and go
Yeah.
go across.
You can most certainly do that if you can find a window and other things.
All right. So just
If
straight
we can't find a window, the walls are made of gold. I'm pretty sure we can melt through it.
sounds noticeable, but
Yeah.
we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
And as you guys are like in this room, you hear guys
Literally.
you hear people talking. You hear someone go, "Yeah, did you hear like we could have just been killed, man? Like gambling, like punishable by like death now. Like Jesus, I threw everything out the window." So
Are they getting closer?
Yeah, you can hear the voices getting louder. That's what
I immediately disguise self into a Kingsguard,
Okay.
and then I'll step out into the hallway towards them and just go, "What are you doing here?"
Oh, yeah, we were just coming back to clean up our mess. We were drinking.
From behind my back, I will make a minor illusion of one of the cards,
Okay.
and pull out a replica of one of their playing cards and be like, "Where are you now? Because we found some paraphernalia in this room just a second ago."
Oh, God. That was Thomas. And he points to his friend and he runs away. And Thomas is just standing there all like,
How about this?
We were gambling, but it was
how
before
about
we got
this?
the news that it was punishable by death.
Does the king ever care if you knew about the law when he enforces it?
I don't know.
How about this? It's a new law. How about if I had a different piece of time to paper in my hand? Maybe I didn't notice anything. Maybe this could belong to anybody.
What are you talking about?
I'm asking for a bribe.
Oh, we threw all our money out the window.
I see.
Like, yeah.
Wait a second. If you like convince him to come, like, oh, well, would you point out the window exactly where you may have thrown it, and then just shovel?
You wouldn't know that suggestion.
How about this? How about this? Where are you staying?
Well, I'm staying in that room over there, and he points to the room that you came out of. Like,
Oh, is it like a bedroom?
yeah.
I'll say, how about this? How about this? We don't want anyone going and finding we don't want anyone finding all the stuff you threw out the window, because it's pretty easy to tell what window it came out of, and if that's your room.
Oh, yeah.
I'm supposed to be on patrol down there. Why don't you head down? There'll be no one around. Why don't you head down and start cleaning up?
Oh, okay. And he, like, runs off.
All right. Hopefully they attract more guards on ground level and get themselves executed.
Why are you out after curfew?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ghost is clear.
And we don't have to worry about guilty consciences.
Poor
Because
misfit.
it's so easy when you're evil.
But yeah, you guys are now, like, you're in this room. Gideon had just turned into a Kingsguard and went out into the hall and scared two men into running away.
In the room, did we hear that entire exchange?
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, Algo Bayog was just like the entire time trying to stifle a giggle. Just like, he's just like, oh, this is priceless.
He's being far too nice to them.
And Gideon, while you're in the hallway still, you're still in your, like, in the disguise.
Mhm.
You see a child come around the corner with a plate of what appears to be, like, hot, wet towels.
Mm-hmm.
And a jug of, like, hot water with lemon wedges floating around it. And he goes, "Oh, sir, I didn't see you there. Would you like a hot towel?"
No.
"Oh, okay, the room, like, behind you, you know, the living quarters, can I get past? Because those people, I have to ask them the same question, sir."
They just left.
They were executed.
"Sir, someone just said they were executed. I heard someone. There's someone in there, my sir."
Just be like, there's another guard.
Yes, it's another guard. We were investigating crimes they were committing.
Oh.
You don't want to be around here right now.
Yeah, it'd probably be better if you weren't on this floor at all. Like, just,
Okay.
you're off for the day.
Yeah,
The gods
sorry.
say so.
Oh, okay. Well, if anyone asks for their hot towels and lemon wedge water, you know, their hot water, it's right here. And he puts it on a side table and walks away.
Good boy. Good lad. Let's get out of here.
I don't feel like lying to yet another person.
All right.
Why, it's so easy.
So what do you guys want to do?
It really is. We're the most gullible town ever.
I'm gonna send...
Ow, damn cat. Hey, Claws. My god, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Anyway.
I'm gonna send Kazriel buzzing around looking for the staircase up.
Okay. It takes about 5 minutes, but through a series of winding hallways to the left where the kid came from, you see a staircase going up.
This way. I guess I'll take the lead since I look like I belong here.
All right.
Yeah, I'm out of level 2 spells.
Great.
Oh, you don't have disguise self?
Disguise self?
Disguise
Should
self
I
is
have
the
been
first
using
level.
that this entire time?
Well, disguise self is first level, alter self is second level.
Oh, okay, disguise self at least change my clothing and, like, what, skin color?
Yeah. And alter self is a physical change, though.
And
Okay, so I probably only used that like once.
As you're moving through the hallways,
I'll disguise self then.
coming around a corner, about 30 feet away at the end of the hallway, you see another one of the Knight's Guard come around the corner, carrying one of the lanterns, and he's...
Can I... Oh, I was going to say, can I have my... Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, because my imp is intelligent, and it can communicate with me telepathically. Can I just have him scouting ahead about, like, 30 feet so we can spot these things before we do?
Yeah, you'd know, but like I said, there's no, like, really turn pass on this hallway you're in right now. And this guard still... You know about the Knight's Guard, and you see him come around the corner, and he's just like, "Ah, yes, hello.
Oh, good. You're here.
Who are those two with you?"
I found them skulking around in this room after these two nobles just ran out of it.
Oh.
He glances over. Algo Bayard glances at the tiefling, glances at him, and he's like, kind of as if he's trying to whisper, but he does it like just loud enough for the guards to hear. It's like, "Oh, please don't tell them what we were doing in there. Like that nobody wants to know that." He looks like a person right now, disguised self.
As he looks like Gideon, he's like, "Where's your lantern?"
I got the helmet on. Yeah. I got the helmet on, by the
Where's
way.
Where's your lantern?
They made a mess in that room. I made the mistake of putting it down in the mess, if you know what I mean. I just look disgusted at the two of them.
He just sort of sighs.
He
sort of sighs. He's like, "Well, I gotta write you up for this. It's protocol. We carry our lantern at all times."
Here, why don't you... Here, you come take a... I'll start, like, leading these two, like, scolding teacher, leading these two back towards the room at the balcony and saying to the other Crown's Guard, "You come take a look at the mess they made, and you tell me if you think that I haven't been through enough tonight."
He sighs and goes, "Very well," and he follows.
All right, I'll stay a good distance away from him, and, like, duck around the corner when we're into the room.
Alright, and he walks through the doorway.
As soon as we're, like, when he's still 30 feet away, I'll whisper to the other two, "We're gonna shove him over the balcony."
Perfect.
And eventually he comes into the room, and he just sort of, like, walks in, and he just, like, doesn't see you guys, because he's...
Right, as he's about to come in, I'll just say, "The worst of it is on the balcony if you want to take a look."
Alright, and he just, not really paying much attention, walks into the room. As he enters the room, dispelled. Disguise selves are dispelled.
I'm standing, like, with my back up against the side of the door, so he walks past.
And he approaches the balcony and sort of, like, looks out. He's like, "I don't see anything." And he looks down, he's like,
"Let's go."
There's a dead rat man down there. Is that what you meant?
Well, didn't the guards take the body away?
No. Oh, yeah, that's right. He looks down, but he sees, like, the imprint of where somebody landed. He sees, like, he sees, like, some bills.
Blood, probably.
And blood. And he's like, "Oh, is that what you're talking about down there?"
While he's leaning over the balcony, can we all just go behind him and just shove him over?
Yeah, and since you're all three are doing it, no rolls. You all just, like, run over and push him, and he's like, "Whoa, whoa," and he falls and just plummets. And he's going to fall the full 100 feet. So that's 10d6. That'll be 34 falling damage.
Very quickly, I'm going to pull out a piece of paper and scribble down on it, "Goodbye, Cruel World," and throw it over the ledge.
Okay, but he's not dead.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Did the lantern break in the fall?
Oh, for sure. He lands on it. Just...
I send 2 Eldritch Blasts down after him.
Okay. Yeah, roll for it. He hits the ground. You hear him groan as both of his legs snap and get bent at awkward angles. He's just like, "Ugh!" And yeah, roll me some 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Oh, screw it. I forget blasting this guy.
First one hits.
If those don't kill him, I'll shoot him too.
Yeah, so roll damage for the first one.
All right.
He doesn't have a lot of health left. 10. Okay, cool. And remember, my crit's max damage plus roll damage.
Oh yeah. So that should be max damage plus roll. So, or is it the first roll?
Yeah, first roll, and then roll me addition. Then roll me addition.
Right. So that is the second. So the second one. So the first one is 10 damage. The second one is 15 plus the maximum of 10 is 35 damage.
So he is unconscious. The 2 Eldritch Blasts just put him into, like, unconsciousness.
All right, and that's force damage. So that's force damage. So it just looks like more impact.
I don't do unconsciousness for NPCs, so yeah, the 2 just, like, hit him and push him further into the ground, and that's what kills him. He leaves a crater, and he's dead in this crater on the ground.
And just as insult to injury, the "Goodbye, Cruel World" just lands perfectly on his back.
Yeah, it lands, like, on his back and just lays there. His legs extremely broken, and you hear another knight down there go, "Jesus, did somebody fall again?" And they running over, and they see
put
this,
a
like,
sign on that balcony.
and they see another, like, they see this Kingsguard now dead, and they look down and they see a note, and it says, "Goodbye, cruel world." And they're like, "Oh, I knew Jonas was in a dark time. His wife just left him. Oh, Jonas."
Oh man, did that man a favor. Walks out the room.
Well, let's keep going. I'll put a disguise self back up into a king or nondescript Kingsguard with a helmet on.
Okay.
And I suppose actually I'll put a minor illusion in my hand of a lantern, emitting the light, so it looks like I have my lantern.
2 people dead from that balcony. So good.
This is the deadliest balcony.
All right.
They're only going to get deadlier as we go up.
I'll say, for the sake of time,
Honestly,
you go back out in the hallway, and you continue down the hallway where the guard approached you, and you go around the corner, and you see the staircase leading upwards. It's a spiral staircase going upwards.
Let's head up.
All right. As you walk up the staircase about 20 feet, you see a window, and looking out the window, you see the central guard tower or the central spire tower.
Okay.
which is where our king is.
Yes. And across from that window, you see a sheer wall, and then there's a window that's about another 20 feet up.
Okay. Does this window open?
Yeah, it's open. Like, all these windows are open. Like, they're not
Okay.
locked. Yeah.
Right. So I'll swing it open. I'll send invisible drone over and look through his eyes and see what's inside that window.
A bathhouse. Bathroom.
Is there anyone inside?
You can't tell from the steam.
I'll swing the window gently open as an invisible imp, and then flit inside.
There is nobody inside. It is a completely
Okay.
empty bathhouse, and there is a set of doors at the end that are also gold.
Are there any like pillars in the room or anything?
There is a central stone pillar in the middle of the bath. And that's about it.
Is there a central pillar?
Yeah. In the middle
Okay.
of like, the bath water itself.
And then
I have an
is there a pillar in the what's up?
This bath, since we're in kind of like a pseudo-technological world, does this bath have like heated water or like some sort of built-in heater?
You can't tell.
Damn it. I had an idea to use suggestion saying, hey, I need to take a bath, and then we knock him out and turn up the heat.
Oh, for the king.
Yeah, and then he dies, in the bath.
Well, we need to
being
return
blown
him.
alive.
You still have to, you have to
Yeah, we
give-
still need to cut his
Yeah,
head
you have
off.
to take his head as proof.
Well, yeah, he'd be dead. That's why we just take his head. And it'll just be
Why don't we
like,
just-
oh,
Why don't we just kill him and take his head? So we can get into his bedroom. We're just gonna cut his head off and kill him.
But yes, that is what
fine.
your familiar sees.
Okay. Looking.
Everything's
So I guess is there like a pillar or something that we could tie the rope off to on our side?
No. There's like a windowsill that's got like a small little lip, and that's about it.
Even like within 100 feet of where we are right now, is there?
You see a decorative. You see like a small little plinth, like a stone plinth with a small like little decorative bust made of stone of the king.
Does it look sturdy?
It looks sturdy-ish. It looks like if somebody bumped into it hard enough, it would fall over.
Okay, probably not a good thing to tie off a rope to. Is there a like door within 100 feet of us?
Yeah, there's like multiple. There's like 10 down this hallway.
Oh, we could like wrap the rope around that and tie it off, and that would be probably pretty sturdy.
You can certainly
Oh,
try.
it's the 5th level spell. I was going to make his bed eat him. That's 5th level.
But yeah,
Animate object.
you can most certainly
Yeah.
try to wrap
Okay.
the doorknob.
Okay. Well, not around the door
Damn
knob, like around the door, like, or feed it like between the crack of the door and the wall, like
okay.
all the way around it.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and we can tie that off around it, and then I'll have my imp fly across and tie it over to the pillar, so we just have like a straight shimmy line going across.
Okay, so for the sake of this, I'll say the rope is pretty taut because of how much distance of rope that's using, because the pillar is in the middle of the bathhouse,
Yeah.
and that's like a good 20, that's like a good 30 feet in from the window.
Okay.
So you've...
While I'm confident that both we could do it, I'm not confident that the Tiefling could do it. So I'm going to tap her and cast Spider Walk on her because it's a touch spell.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright.
It's like, there, now you can just magically walk across the rope, and we don't have to have another splatter.
Well, actually, hang on. You have your own rope, right? Because this is just me using my rope.
Yeah, I have my own rope.
Okay. What if we just feed the rope through our belts, loop it over this rope, and then tie it off so each of us has a safety loop going over it.
Okay.
So that way,
Yeah,
if we fall, we'll just be still hanging from the rope.
I dig it. Like what mountain climbers would do.
Yeah, like a mountain
They're
climbing harness. Yeah.
crossing.
Well, whatever you guys
Now
want
you
to
don't
do.
have to waste a spell.
Yeah.
You guys.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Because I'm running low on
Because also,
spells.
if I fall, I'm gonna die. But
At this moment, you do hear the sound of approaching, because the knights are while this is all happening, I'm still having them patrol the halls.
oh
And
yeah,
at this moment, you would hear about the sound of two knights chatting amongst themselves approaching.
Did we close the door behind us?
no, we tied a rope off to it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys, like I said, the window you guys are planning on going through is in the middle of a staircase.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh.
I'm gonna have the imp fly around as fast as he can to the other side where the suicide balcony is,
Yeah.
and then just have him. I'm gonna shout in my voice from the direction of the balcony. I'm gonna jump.
And one of the guards is just like, oh my god, I'll go check it out. You continue the patrol, and he turns and moves off. The other guard continues down the hallway towards you guys.
You're gonna have to stop. If anyone wants to stop me, or don't even try to stop me. I'm gonna do it.
And yeah, the one guard just continues to walk down the hallway. The other one continues to go off.
Can I try and pitch my voice in a way that makes it sound like it's gonna take two people to restrain me?
You can certainly try.
I won't jump unless I have at least
give
two
me-
people minimum.
Give me deception with a really high DC.
All right, fair enough. I'll take it.
Remember, there was a time for a crit.
Mm-hmm.
27. Nearly.
The guard is just about to come down the stairs and see you guys, and he's just like, oh, damn it all, and he turns around and goes back.
See,
Alright.
this is where warlocks are very, very useful. Nobody realizes it, but they're dishonest bards.
It's true. Go, go, go.
All right, who's going
Yeah,
across the ropes
absolutely.
first?
Who wants to go first? Screw it. I'm not gonna allow the woman to go before me because
How rude.
hobgoblin. And I'm not gonna allow this dainty motherfucker to go either. So I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Who's dainty?
You're a pretty boy. You're an asmer. Doesn't matter how buff you are. You have an extremely pretty face.
All right,
18 Constitution.
So as you go out across this rope, you do see you are in plain view of other windows around the castle, and you do see people passing by these windows. No one's really looking out at the rope that is clearly in sight.
Oh god.
It's basically think
Stealth at its finest.
okay, imagine you're walking. There's a courtyard,
Mm-hmm.
and down below is the courtyard, the interior courtyard, and then you're basically going from window to another side of the window of this courtyard, and there's people milling it out. There's guards down below, and there's people in the courtyard because they're still in the castle down there drinking and doing things. And it is starting to approach morning because, like I said, the days are 3 hours, nights are 3 hours, so people are getting into their morning routines and stuff and moving about. And there's people literally walking through these windows, just not looking out the window. But if they decide to look out the window, they would clearly see this rope going across, and they would see this hobgoblin just walking across the rope.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna walk across. He's gonna shimmy. But yeah.
He'd still see it. Oh yeah, if they decided to look out, they would see that. But no one's paying much attention because it's early morning, so people are still kind of groggy, and the guards are oh, we're tired.
They only sleep
I got
3
it.
hours at a time.
I got it. Fog cloud is huge.
But it
I'm
also
gonna fog
lets
the
them-
area.
In the middle of the courtyard.
Yeah,
Up
for sure.
high around you, so it looks like a cloud just decided to pass through the. Oh, you did say the towers are up in the clouds, actually.
Yeah, you did.
Approaching the clouds.
It's
Yeah, so one of the just a low hanging foggy cloud. It's morning fog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'll allow
I
that.
mean, this thing's wait, what is it? Yeah, 20-foot radius sphere of fog. So yeah, it's just a cloud, just humbly floating by.
Okay. Yeah. A
Um,
cloud suddenly appears in the courtyard, just floating. And you hear someone down below go, oh, I think we're gonna get rain today.
yeah, hopefully, there's no mage just oh, don't worry, I got it. Freeze.
Control weather.
That'd be amazing.
Turns it into a storm. Call lightning. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna keep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep walking through and get to the thing, and then I'm gonna like move the fog back. Wait, can I move it?
Well, it's.
Oh, I
it's,
can't.
I think it. Oh, can you?
No,
I can't.
So
Oh,
it's
well, I think it-
literally-
I think
Cast at third
bridges-
level.
I think it bridges pretty much the whole gap, doesn't it?
No.
Yeah.
It's a 50-foot gap, and it's got a 20-foot radius. So it's
Oh, so it's-
literally-
Okay.
It's literally the middle of the rope. There's just a cloud.
Well, so that'd be
I'll
if it's a
I'll
50-foot
cast
gap
it.
and a 20-foot radius. That would mean 20-foot radius would be in a 40-foot diameter. So there's only
Yeah,
10
it's a
feet,
pretty big spell.
Yeah, there's 10
Yeah.
feet
Okay.
basically on each side.
like 5
Okay.
feet by
Yeah.
each wall.
Yeah. So there's still like area to be seen, but that's about it. Like not much.
Okay.
though.
Thank God.
All right, you next. Go on.
Are we doing the rope through the belt, or do I have spider climb on me? Like what?
I think you have the spider climb on you.
You have to-
No, I did the rope through the belt. Once you
Oh,
said
did you?
that, you were just
Oh,
like,
okay,
"Don't
okay.
waste a spell slot." So I was like,
Okay.
you're on your own."
Sweet.
So, I guess we're getting as low as possible to put that center of gravity as close to the rope as possible, and we're just gonna
Shimmy
sloth
across.
climb.
All right.
Don't look down. Luckily, the fog makes it so you can't look down.
When you get to the halfway point, since you're very good at this, with the rope through your belt, I'm not going to say advantage. I'm going to say give me a strength check with a +5 bonus.
Nice.
So add a +5 onto what you have for your strength.
Nice.
So that'd be in
That's a crit.
So you
That is
shimmy
a
across,
crit.
you sloth crawl across with no issues.
hell yeah.
And now
Getting good
the
at this.
fake Kingsguard.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just gonna start shimmying my way across. I'm gonna have my imp come over to where the rope is tied off. So as soon as I'm across, he can just untie it and we can pull it back across.
Okay. So you get a. Are you shimmying as well? You're not using.
Yeah, I'm shimmying as well.
All right. Yeah, same thing. Strength.
Strength
with
check with the +5.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just roll athletics and then add a +5 on top of that. So that's a 21.
Yeah, you are fine. You get across.
Okay.
Sick.
What?
And then imp will untie the rope and we can just pull it across
And
the.
you are now in the bathhouse.
What are the
All right.
chances? What are the chances that the king starts the day with a bath?
Probably very strong. He has much body to wash.
And almost as if coincidental, because that's funny. You hear the sounds of "My lord, but you must have your bath. It's routine." He's like, "I don't need a bath." He's like, "My lord, you have to."
Oh God, they bathe every 3 hours.
He's like, "Lord, my lord, you have to court the king from the other kingdom today. Like, you need to bathe." And he's like, "Oh, damn it!" And the door is
Probably
on
get
the,
sick
the
constantly.
door is on the other side of the bathhouse, swing open.
The fog cloud again. Go.
No, you guys are
We're
still,
standing.
you guys are in the steam, so you're slightly obscured.
Oh, okay. So we are obscured. All
And
right.
there's like gold.
I was about to just like cast the fog cloud because the door's like the window's still open. So
And he enters. He's not wearing anything but like a small little towel wrapped around his bits.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got
Oh,
he's got
thanks.
3 of the knights with him holding their lanterns, and they enter the
Oh.
bathhouse. And from the door, from like where you guys are sitting to the door where they are, it's about 40 feet away. And there's a
Okay.
heavy steam, so you can barely make them out because you're basically looking for them. They're not looking for you, so they're not really paying attention. But yeah, this room is full of like thick steam. The bath is basically the bath is like the entire center of the room, and it's like it's like deep purple colored water because it's infused with lavender and things. And the taps and the working of the room are all gold. Everything in here is gold again. And he's
Wait.
like, "Damn it!" Just completely.
okay, I guess sticking to the routine of what we've done. There's 3 guards now, right?
Yeah.
Fog can't be dispelled by magic because it's a weather phenomena.
that work?
But it's produced by magic, so
It doesn't get dispelled by magic. The
Only
only thing
a
that
strong wind.
dispels it is strong wind.
oh okay.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, or until the spell ends. Well, it's a concentration thing, so yeah, never mind.
Oh yeah, no, it's concentration, which means it would be dispelled.
Yeah. I was thinking like we could create the cloud and like have the window open and like
Mhm.
so
Yeah,
one of the
fog cloud
guards
would
would be like
Why is there
Fog
a
cloud would
cloud
just-
floating in here?
It would just stop at the guards, basically.
And as you guys are like hiding in the steam, like trying not to be seen, he takes the king takes off his towel, and you guys see everything. Sort of.
Yeah. I've already seen it.
It's obscured by like folds of skin and steam, but you can sort of make out what is the
Does
king.
It's
he
very
have
Tim
that
Burton-esque.
syndrome?
Did you say that the lanterns only work basically if the light is shining on what they like? The light has to touch what they dispel, basically.
Basically, 30-foot radius.
Okay, but if we can like block that 30-foot radius with something opaque, and the light can't get past it, then it doesn't block it.
Exactly. I mean,
Does anybody have any?
try it. You can certainly try. I mean,
Does anyone have any spells that would summon like a wall or something we could use to block it?
Let's see if I do. Let me check my list real quick.
and you guys hear the king get into the bathwater, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, that's the spot."
I think I have Earth Wall.
And he's just making like really gross sounds as he's like bathing himself, and the guards are like, the knights are just standing there like keeping watch to make sure he doesn't like die.
How unfortunate that would be.
Yeah. How paranoid? Unfortunately, they're paranoid enough to check on him in the bath.
Wait, are you? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, are you still like disguised as a knight?
Technically, yes.
I was curious.
Let's see.
A wall of stone is a 5th level spell.
If I just cast Fireball, would it dispel that? Like, it's a fucking explosion.
Dispel what?
The fireball.
The fireball. The explosion. The kaboom.
I mean, if you cast it with outside of the radius, it would still work. You just couldn't cast it in the radius. It would still hit its target.
So what if we all just ghetto blast this guy?
I think so. Okay, so spells will land inside the radius. They just won't.
You can't.
They can't.
They can't be like sustained or conjured in the radius.
So they can't originate within the radius, but they can go into the. Oh, so like if I fired an Eldritch Blast
You know, it would
at
hit.
one of these guys,
But they'd
it what?
Be like, it would like work, but they'd be like,
Right,
oh,
oh,
shit,
okay.
and they'd like swarm.
Yeah. Right, yeah, of course. But it would hit. Oh, okay. I thought it was like as soon as the Eldritch Blast hit it, it would just dissipate.
Yeah, that's what I was under the assumption of too.
And you hear the king go, "This steam, can't even see my own bits to wash them. Anyway, you guys can like, lower it." And one of the guards is like, "Oh, god damn it, fine."
Send the imp out the window. Is there another window left or right on the tower anywhere nearby on the same floor?
Not nearby, no.
Crap, because he can't fly through the room because they're basically blocking it off until he can't get to the other side of them.
Yeah. And one of the Knights guards now is like standing at this like mechanism on the one wall, and he's like pulling this like chain, and it's like the steam's slowly starting to like dissipate a little bit.
I got nothing.
Is the water opaque?
It is a deep dark purple, so it's pretty. You can hide in it if you need to. Yeah.
So
Deep breath, everybody.
Black. Would...
You guys,
Oh, so
who's-
wait.
Who's going underwater?
The water is opaque, so if we got under the water, we could cast any concentration spells and such.
Granted, they would. You'd need if they need verbal components, that might be difficult.
Yeah.
And I'd say you need to see the target if you want to cast a spell, because you'd be underwater, and the water's thick purple.
But you got, like,
I'm trying to think of a
sword.
way to murder this guy.
So who's
Stab him.
so as
Wait a second.
so-
He's in water, isn't he?
He is, and the steam is slowly dissipating. So you guys are slowly going to be. You'll be like revealed anytime soon.
Do y'all have any lightning spells? I have lightning bolt.
I don't.
If I electrocute this water, would it be enough to like the equivalent of dropping a toaster in it?
You can certainly try. Well, there's 3 guards in the room, yeah, and the steam is
Great.
being dispersed.
I'm straight up just gonna lightning bolt this guy.
Like, are you lighting in the water or him?
Yes.
Wait, are we in the water?
Someone said they went in the water.
I
Somebody
did.
go in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Did
she
you?
just dove down in the
underwater, like holding her breath.
yeah to
At
try
least
and
with the tip of
avoid
Can
you.
you not? I'm sorry. I'm firing.
All right. So for the sake of this, since it's lightning hitting water, the damage will be critical.
Okay. We had a job.
We still need to get his head.
And we're evil.
And we're evil.
All right. Yeah. So so you're attacking the water itself. So I'm gonna let this hit everyone in the water, because I
Which
don't know how
is
to
that-
rule it. So roll the
Failed dex saves.
Yeah. So Yeah, automatically failed dex saves. So
I mean, I probably would have failed anyway.
roll the do the critical for me. So max damage plus roll damage.
Oof.
Sorry, lass. It's just business.
So what's
Might
max
not
damage?
kill you outright.
What's max damage on that spell?
Well, it's
40
8d6.
48?
Plus roll damage.
Very low damage to 22.
So it's max damage on it is what again?
8d6.
40. So that's 70 damage.
70
I'm
damage.
dead.
Yeah, what's Harmony's max HP?
17.
What? As a 5th level character?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harmony's
did you-
dead as shit.
Wow.
Did you have a negative in Constitution?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got a
Oh,
6. You got a
boy.
6. That's right. So as you cast the spell on the pool, it goes, and you just see this tiefling body float up to the surface and just bob there on top. And then you hear the king go, "Oh!" And you hear and you smell burning flesh because he's naked, and you smell burning flesh, and you're sort of just collapses and leaning up against the back of the bath wall. He's floating. He's leaning up, dead as shit. His eyes have popped and melted, and his skin is severely singed, and basically he looks extra crispy. And just as this happens, the steam dissipates, and the 3 Kingsguards are and they notice that their king is now dead in the water, but so is a tiefling dressed up as a witch is bobbing up and down.
I gasp, looking shocked.
They're like, murderers!
I'm gonna very quickly disguise self as well. And just be just as it does that, and go my God, that tiefling has murdered the king.
They're looking at you two very suspiciously.
Fuck it, they're wearing metal. I'm light bolting them too. They're close enough that it should hit them all.
I'm not gonna say this one's.
Are they in a
critical. 3 of them are just standing together. They're basically in a line. 2 of them against the door, the
Whatever.
walls, and the one is
100 foot and a 5 foot width.
All right, yeah, roll it again. This time, roll to see what it. Yeah, what is it? A dex save?
It is a
Yeah.
dex save, but they're also wearing metal, so don't they have disadvantage? Is that how lightning stuff normally works?
No, I don't, well,
Oh, that's just shocking grasp. My bad.
Yeah, shocking grasp, I think.
Let's go. 3 dex saves.
1 passes.
So yeah, so the second night. Yes, roll damage for the 2 though. Roll damage anyway.
That's 8d6, right?
Yeah.
Please, oh please, roll high. Ugh, 29.
So they're also and they just sort of look at you and they're and they start pulling out their great swords shling. All 3 pull out their great swords, and then one of them actually pulls out a horn and goes.
So we need to kill these guys very quickly. Go ahead, do your thing, Warlock.
cast blink.
Oh,
Are you casting blink?
Yes.
Okay, so you
Really?
cast blink, and I will assume you're in the pool now. You're by the king's head.
Well, no, I cast blink, so blink, I go to the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah.
So it's whoop, gone.
Remember,
so you left.
I'll
remember what I
on
said.
each-
Remember what I said at the start of the one shot is, you have teleportation scrolls to get the hell out of here back to the base.
Yes.
You also have the brands in you. If you touch the brand and say your name, it'll ignite and explode. And if you guys want to know the damage on that, I'll be nice. It's 50 D8.
Whew.
Well, it's a
Alright.
good thing I know this tiefling's name.
But it's also
Yeah.
and the radius on it is 50 feet of the explosion.
I'm guessing there's not a timer on it. It's just straight
Oh,
out. It
it's
explodes in there.
instantly. Just
Could I
Oh.
could I time it with as I'm vanishing for blink?
You know what? For the sake of this, just because it's evil campaign, so you'll kill Algo here if you do it,
And you'll ruin our mark.
and you'll
He's submerged in water.
it'll incinerate the king. He'll be turned to dust.
Well, because he's currently slumped down underwater. So will
he's
it?
still he's slumped, but his upper chest.
Oh, his
is
head is-
above
Oh, okay.
But it would basically incinerate everything in this room.
Oh, okay. Well, if it would ruin the job for us, then no deal.
But that's just how things go.
Yeah, but okay. I'm on the ethereal plane right now.
Okay, so and now Algo is alone in this room with the 3 knights. They have called back up, and Harmony is floating on top of the pool dead.
I will reappear at the beginning of my next turn, though.
Alrighty. I'm so sorry you died.
It wasn't the DM's fault.
Keeping up with a trend of people dying in my one-shots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wasn't expecting somebody to get into the water. I thought we were just questioning
No.
about it.
Oh.
But like once she did it, I was just like, it's too late now. I've already made up my mind, and I am a hobgoblin.
All right, so you're alone in this room now as these knights are sitting there getting ready to fight. They're a little burnt and singed from the lightning, and you can hear the sounds of more of them approaching. And
Okay.
it sounds like a lot of them. And yeah, the king's dead in the water. His eyes have melted out of his head because of the amount of electricity.
So are we gonna go ahead and roll initiative then?
For the sake of this is just theater of the mind. You know what? Yeah, might as well.
I was about to say, like, I mean, I don't mind not rolling initiative.
Yeah, no, that's not their initiative. So yeah, I'll just say for the sake of this, one of them is just gonna come walking forward to you, and one's gonna go into the pool and like grab the king's body and like protect it. Get into the
Just as he reaches into the pool, I'm gonna shock and grasp the water.
All right. Okay. So yeah, shock and grasp is a lightning spell, right? Lightning cantrip.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
The lightning cantrip.
so my homebrewed rules of lightning and water, same effect, max damage plus roll damage. Is there any saves for that, or does it have to hit?
It's enough to hit,
Oh, for sure.
and I rolled 24. That's 15 damage. I rolled 1 point away from max damage.
So I say since my rules are lightning damage against water is automatic crits, so max damage plus roll damage.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a 15.
No,
It's 15 plus 16, so that's
Yeah,
like what?
31.
He just
31.
seizes and plops over face down in the water dead. Floating. Well, he's not floating. He's wearing a bunch of gold armor, so he just like sinks just beneath the surface.
Awesome.
And the other two are just like the one who's like on the horn, like hastily like puts the horn away, pulls up his crossbow, and he's gonna try to shoot you between the eyes.
All right. I was going to do an intimidation check next to see like who else wants some. Oof. 20. Oh, do I have to worry about the dispel thing right now?
One of them is still holding their lantern out. Like one of them hasn't actually pulled their sword out yet. So, and obviously the lanterns are still in the room. The one who fell in the water, his lantern got absolutely just destroyed by the lightning. The other two lanterns are still in effect. So yes, you do.
Okay.
So heavy crossbow bolt for 5 piercing damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I take that.
It's like it slams, hits you like in the forehead, but it doesn't like embed far enough to do any like serious damage. But you just have like a crossbow bolt sticking out of your forehead.
I had mage armor activated, so I guess like we could just justify it that it just like ouch.
Like, it hits, and then it'll say for the sake of mage armor, it like embeds through like this force field, pierces your skin a little bit, and then just like is forcefully like pushed out.
Alright.
And Gideon is vanished.
Okay. So I'm guessing the other guy's walking towards me. That was his turn and such.
Yeah, he's pulling out his sword, and he's avoiding the water now. He's going around the pool.
Is there a bucket near me?
Give me a perception check. Just
Perception check.
Yeah.
Boop. That's a 12.
You find a empty wooden bucket.
I'm gonna very quickly like scoop it through.
Okay.
And do you want me to make like an improvised weapon check to like just toss this over his head and then try to electrocute him? I guess that'd be like 2 actions, wouldn't it?
Interacting with an object is an action, so you doing that with that bucket is your action.
Okay, yeah, I will do that then. Damn it. Curse you! D&D logic. Alright, I guess I just have to brawl this guy then.
Yeah, and he's coming at you with his greatsword.
Oh, greatsword. So two-handed?
Yeah, and his lantern is on his waist. Swinging.
Okay, so I'm in the field and I can't cast right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if I'm in the field now, I just lost my mage armor.
And he's gonna try to swipe at your neck. That's 2 attacks with greatsword, so boom, boom.
First one hits, second one misses.
Cool. 7 slashing damage.
Okay, I'm still up.
And he just like rakes across your neck. It clinks off your armor a little bit, whatever you're wearing, and it slashes a deep gouge like along your neck. And we're gonna go to your turn. No, we're gonna go to Gideon's turn. Yeah. So Gideon, you pop back into existence.
I pop back into existence. I can see and hear while I'm in the ethereal plane what's going on,
Okay.
and I can pop back into existence within 10 feet of where I originally was.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pop back into existence, horizontal under the water, 10 feet closer to the king.
Okay, and you see Harmony's body floating nearby, face down. Her eyes like wide open, her mouth agape, her tongue like this.
Right, and you said the water is pretty opaque, right? Because of all the lavender and stuff in
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty thick purple color. Like you can't really like see anything beneath the surface.
Perfect.
However,
That also
you do
probably
get
means
a good view of the king's junk down there.
awesome. I just want to swim over to the king
Okay.
and just grab his body.
Yep.
And I'm gonna roll to see if I blink back out of existence now. I do. So
Yeah.
I just swim into the water, grab the king, just whoop, back out of
and you
existence.
both blink out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
excellent.
does he count as an object I'm carrying now because he's dead?
Yes.
All right.
I mean, if you
Or-
can use a dead
actually,
body as an improvised
could I-
weapon.
Could I, if I pull my axe out with an action, could I get his head off?
Yes. If you.
Okay, then. Yeah, I'll, just hack his head off under the water.
Give me a dexterity
Are you
check.
trying to?
Stealth. Give me stealth to see if you can do it quietly, because you're under the. Yeah.
I mean, I don't try and do it stealthily.
Okay,
I
cool.
just try and
So-
do it quickly.
Yeah, you do it. You cut off his head. Just.
All right, then carrying his head, I've blink out of existence.
All right, and since the knight is preoccupied with Algo, he's not going to notice that. He's walking towards Algo.
If they do, I'm not on this plane of existence
true.
anymore, so they can be like,
I was
"The king's
facing
head
that
just
direction,
vanished."
right?
Pardon me?
What?
Like that's the direction I'm facing, and there's no more steam.
There's no more steam, it's gone, and you just saw Gideon pop into existence real quick, cut off the king's head, he came up from under the water, cut off the king's head, and then blinked out of existence again.
Great. Since I am a mage, I should understand how blink works. I'm gonna be like, meet me back at the place with that. That's what I'm gonna yell.
Okay.
And I can hear you.
Or-
I can still hear on the
Yeah,
on the
this is
ethereal plane. So yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why I just yelled, meet me
Yeah.
at the place.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around,
Okay.
and I'm gonna jump out the window and use the scroll.
As you're falling.
Actually, screw it. Yeah, but instead of disengaging, because that takes an action, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn and run out.
Okay, so that invoke attack of opportunity, correct?
Yeah, I have 15 HP left. I think I can take
Okay,
it.
so here's one swing. Natural 20. Let's go.
That misses, even with my
So
current AC.
it like whams into the golden ground, like the floor of gold. It just hits the ground, cracks it, and you're like, woohoo! And you.
I jump out backwards, hold up both middle fingers before reaching out,
like
grabbing the scroll, and
Star-Lord-
using it.
Star-Lord from Infinity War.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, that's what happened. Okay, yeah, cool. So you jump out as you're falling. You use the scroll. You feel your
I was
body.
referencing Die Hard.
Okay, you feel your body just go boop, and you are back in the portal room.
Nice.
Of the Peacock Court. Gideon.
Mhm.
What do you want to do? And the guard's just like, wait,
Uh,
what? Huh? And he like runs through the window, looks out, and he sees you're gone. He's just like, oh fuck.
Is he currently blocking the window?
He's looking out the window like shit.
Okay.
You should just be able to use
And
your
you hear
roll.
the sound. You hear the sound of oh shit. There's another guard in the room still using a crossbow. He's like reloading his crossbow, and he's like, oh what?
Mhm.
And so he actually would have seen you do that, cut off the king's head and vanish, and he's like got the crossbow trained at the king's headless body.
All right. I'm not gonna reappear next to it.
And you do hear the sound of other guards like entering, like coming down the hallway. And for the sake of this, you'd see about like 15 other guards that come storming into the room. Their crossbows trained, just like looking around. And they see the king's
Okay.
headless body, and they're just like,
Is the guy by the window blocking the window currently?
he's like around it. Yeah, he's basically like looking out, like leaning over, looking out it.
Could I get past him out the window?
You could most certainly try, but you'd have to like climb up him because he's literally He's sort of blocking the window.
He's
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
blink on top of his head and then jump out.
Or you just appear back in the room, use the scroll.
Well, would I be
Yeah.
within the lantern light if I tried to use the scroll?
Scroll. Oh yeah, that's right. You would be.
You can
So
appear underwater and use it.
yeah, could I read the scroll underwater?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll reappear under the water, stick a middle finger up, like from the surface of the water, while I read the scroll underwater, and vanish.
All right, so they see that
Yeah,
happen.
pigeon
They're like,
heads.
oh fuck, and you appear in the middle of the teleport room again. You're holding the king's head, and you're flipping the bird, and you're soaking wet,
Sorry, everybody.
and everyone's just like, and then the sort of like the old man with like no eyes is like, weren't there three of you?
There were complications.
Oh, I assume that's your contract. And he looks like the singed like head.
Yes, sir. One head right here.
Excellent. He takes the head and he hands you, and he's like, well, the payout was 2,000 each. He just hands you a sack of gold that was like meant for the three of you. Split that amongst yourselves. And
Sounds fair.
as he walks away, that's where we'll end the session.
All right.
Woot.
Sorry you died.
Sorry. I normally don't kill party members by any costs,
Evil
but
campaign.
evil
one-shot.
campaign.
Yeah, evil one shot. All right, so yeah, that was the Peacock Court. It was dumb. It was a little wild. It was crazy.
I had fun.
Probably one of our better one shots,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, that one really. I like that one a lot. Next campaign. Let's do Peacock Court as the next campaign. No, let's not.
I'd have fun as that. I liked that character.
Yeah, and I actually liked my
that character
hobgoblin.
too.
Oh, shit.
I'm
Warlocks are
sorry.
fun.
Don't make me do the Peacock Court as the campaign.
Just loop it in. They'll have them be just a guild in the campaign, in the Wild West Pirate campaign.
The
But,
Wild West Pirates take a job from the Peacock Court. Really good fun.
So yeah, that was
All
the
fits
Peacock
together.
Court.
Careful, this hobgoblin might become my character.
Next week we're back with the main campaign with Arc 2. So you'll be seeing everyone playing their normal characters. You see Kate back as Koana. You'll see Sam back as Gundar. You'll see
Yes, you will.
Muse back as his second campaign character, Portobellum.
Portobellum.
And that's next week. We'll be doing that. The second arc. First arc was Lovecraftian horror. Second arc, we're going full-on gothic horror. I will admit, the second arc is going to be pretty short, just because I had a bunch planned before Jack left the game. I had a bunch planned. So I'll spoil this because it's not going to happen now, but the second arc was going to be all about the Bloodhunter School and how they're corrupt and kidnapping people, and they were going to be like, man, Doran probably wouldn't like this, so we should probably go stop that. And that's what would have been for Doran. But since Jack left, I can't really do that, and I figured, okay, so we'll end. I'm probably going to be doing about 4 or 5 episodes for Arc 2, and then we'll end it. And then after that, we'll do session 0 of campaign 2, where we will get together. I'll tell them the sort of backstory for the second campaign, what's happening, and you'll see a live character building session. They'll talk about how their characters meet up, because the gist of the second campaign is they've been pirates for about 6 to 8 months, and I'm going to give them a choice if they want to be running their own ship. It'd be like a 3 to 4 person sloop, or if they are crew members of another pirate ship to start with. So we will see what happens there. That'll be a level 5 campaign that we start with, because pirate campaigns have some pretty high level monsters, and I feel like running a level 1 pirate campaign might be a little hard. So that's that. And you guys can probably expect that to happen first couple weeks of December. Christmas, obviously around Christmas, the week of Christmas, we won't have a episode because everyone will be doing their Christmas stuff. And I'll try running another one shot around the holidays just to do that, but do like a really dumb fate.
To fight Santa Claus.
Yeah! Do like a horror Christmas one shot where you fight Santa Claus or something.
Santa Claus as he was meant to be depicted in Night for Christmas.
A were reindeer. But yeah, that's so that was the Peacock Court. I had a lot of fun running that one. That was probably my favorite one shot that we've done so far. So yeah, I'll go around the group. They'll say a little something, say anything they wanted, what they liked about the one shot, what they didn't like about the one shot, because I like to hear both sides of the criticisms. And I will then bid everyone farewell. So, Muse.
That was a lot of fun. Honestly, I have fun with most of the characters I create because I normally create them for what I find entertaining. What everybody else does is kind of a side effect.
Yeah.
He was kind of created a bit last minute, but I enjoyed every ounce of it. I like the little bit of team dynamic, the shenanigans, and that a few things actually went wrong. Because normally assassin stuff can be a little bit dry.
Yeah.
But this still kept our usual comedy feel, so I dug it. My only regret is that I got to electrocute a man while he's taking a bath. I'm fine.
And I made up a new homebrew rule while we did it that I really like, so that was fun.
That sounds good to me.
Yes. And
You might want to make sure that rule only applies to being submerged in water, so
Yeah.
that a druid
Yeah.
doesn't call
Yeah.
lightning and rain.
Yeah. For sure, submerged only. And keeping up with the trend of people dying in these one shots. Rose.
Hi. I really liked this one. To be entirely honest, it was a lot better than the other one I was in.
Yeah, the arena
a
one
lot
shot
more.
sucked. I can easily say that it sucked. Yeah.
I was in a character I was more comfortable in, so I felt a lot more like I knew what I was doing. And I'm not that sad that she died in the end.
It was pretty fun. Cinematic.
Yeah.
I will remember you.
Honestly, even if I knew he was gonna electrocute it, I probably still would have gone in that water. Like, sometimes it just be like that, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
People die in D&D. I seem to have a trend of doing that to people.
Fucking Gulasil.
And the Curse of Strahd, the Ravenloft one shot, and then, yeah. All right.
I didn't die in the last one, so I felt like I had to do it this one, you know?
Makes sense. Plus, character deaths I love character deaths. They're so fun. As the DM, they're fun. All right. Again, thank you for playing with us. That was good to have you back. We will try to sort out the Curse of Strahd game that you are a part of, hopefully, soon. And as always, we have Samuel.
I really liked it. I had a lot of fun. I think, simultaneously, the part that I enjoyed the most and also found most frustrating was, the magic-denying lanterns. Which I thought was really, because it was you made us all be spellcasters, so we were all relying on magic, but then, all the guards had a thing that took away, all of our class features.
Yeah, obviously.
But, what
else would he have done?
Yeah, but so we were I was I can't use, all of my stuff, but it was now I need to get really creative about how I can use my stuff to make sure that I can use my stuff.
So, when I specified spellcasting, that would have allowed Arcane Tricksters.
Yeah.
And it would have allowed, what are they called?
Eldritch Knights?
Yes.
Yeah. I thought about it, but I also, when I rolled the stat, the dice had other ideas for me. I rolled the stats, and it was 13, 14, 17, two low numbers, 17. I'm well, I'm a high constitution, high charisma character. That's a sorcerer or a warlock.
Did you get a 7, a 6, and an 8?
Ooh. Yeah, it was bad. I saw those
Gundar feels for you.
I saw those rolls live. It was amazing.
Gundar feels for you.
Yeah, so this
What class were you, anyway?
Me?
Yeah.
I was a wizard.
Necromancer.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's right, because we didn't get to see you cast at all, so I was confused.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just sort of, was sassy and dismissed everyone, and then you died.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was the Peacock Court. Part of me is really tempted to turn that into a campaign at some point, because, who does not want to do an evil character campaign that's just a bunch of stupid shenanigans, assassinating people across the different realms of D&D? This week we're in Ravenloft. Oh, this week we're in, Greyhawk. Oh, this week we're in Dragonlance. This week we're in Exandria, but I wouldn't do that because issues. Anyway, so...
Eberron.
Yeah, and Eberron. Oh, you guys are on it. You guys have to murder somebody on a train this week.
Yes.
Please.
Steampunk.
So, yeah, that's...
This could be a one-shot miniseries, our breaks. We could just come back and revisit the Peacock Court.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I will keep that in mind.
Keep our characters on deck because I would gladly replay this character.
Alrighty.
Yeah, same.
We could have Rose come back and just roll a new character.
Hey,
another member of the
hopefully
Assassin's Guild, or of the Peacock Court. Anyways, that was the Peacock Court. That was a lot of fun, especially since I had to plan everything last minute because I was away for a week.
Yeah.
Went really well. Couldn't even tell.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of that was improv. The only things I had planned was in a castle, and there is a king you have to kill. Everything else I pulled out my ass. Amiscus died. Really sad about that, but that's generally what happens to NPCs. Anyways, I've talked enough. So, if you want to see more of my shenanigans and see more of my stuff, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is in my little player card right here, you can see. And you can keep that followed because I am writing a Christmas-themed horror adventure for the DMs Guild called... I can't remember at the moment.
Great name.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, without further ado, I've been rambling on enough. I'm just going to, as always, I'm going to look at our webcam and I'm going to wave goodbye. So goodbye, everyone. And